Game over.
Fuck! What the fuck? Fuck! Who the fuck? Fuck this fucking... How are you so fucking... Fuck! Fuck! Game over, man. Game over.
Wait a minute. There's things here. There's trees. There's rocks. There's birds. There's falls. Come on. We'll bless them all until we get versticken. Join me. Why did somebody tell me their ass is so big?
Try to relax your anus.
Oh, it helps if you unmute the fucking mute button. Hey, everybody, how you doing? Oh, fuck me. All right, let's flip the button over. Johnny K, how about now? Yeah, we'll get to it. I find that, you know, it's really difficult to do all that stuff when you're an idiot, as it turns out. But hey, we got it figured out, guys. We got a lock on it. By gods, we're going to be okay. Go ahead and throw that over there. All right, so let's keep this over here. Yes, I started streaming. Thank you for that lovely bit of information, asshole. All righty. All right. Good to see you all. Happy to have you. Where's the... Why are you not... Aren't you supposed to... You know what? How charged are you anyway? Yeah, you're like fucking full. We don't need you to charge. I can't get anything to fucking sit and be happy today. Like I'm fidgety. Did you rip one out loud? No, I did not. I have not, that I know of, farted live on air on this program. There is a healthy bit of skepticism as to whether or not I've crapped my pants, but farting so far, no, we have not. Unless you meant like with the bong, and also no, there is a little bit left in here from earlier, though. I'm going to clear this out so I can reload it in case we should need it later. I don't know if we will or not. We're on the 29th, the Friday, the final day of March, and full goal at $50, but again, well into March, so thank you. Let's fill some holes. Rusty Grammar, hashtag IMQ, hashtag WWG1WGA. I don't know what that means. What does that mean, Rusty Grammar? Chevy JB, that's new, everyone. Hey, Chevy, good to see you. What's new? Because this, that, this, all of it. Thank you for being part of the program. Rusty Grammar saying, brother, where we go one, we go all.
Zoinks!
Why? The Zoinks one is another one where I question, but okay. But all right, thank you for that. The stickers there, we better check on that so I know when a sticker party is gonna happen. There we go. Party on. We're 700 bits away. It's creepy, and now a hype train's really, really close. Why? All right, we have not even. I haven't even teased. I have not even teased what the show's about yet. I got 4.5 minutes to see new stickers, says Lab Glass. Well, hooray for you. One of these days, I got to crank out a few new ones of my own, I think. Let these bastards keep upstaging me. But I got to find a way to make an animated one. Oh. So you know that Family Guy bit where Peter skins his knee?
Fuck off.
Yeah, and he just sits there and he goes, ah, yeah, that's what I feel like every time that goes off. Because it's not like I'm scared anymore. I don't like jump out of my seat. But
boy, that escalated quickly.
Yeah, it did. It did. And now we are 3 minutes and 40 seconds away from a hype train. So thank you, Lab Glass, for continuing to...
I am a banana!
Okay. Should I just keep this up and just watch how fast it gets filled? Because I guess I feel like that's what we should do now.
Legendary.
Because now we're 400 bits away, and I'm sitting here watching this shit go crazy. And now we are 4.5 minutes yet again. Oh, do what? To do a show? I mean, I did have that intention. I have all the stories loaded. I've got the stuff and the things, and everybody's kind of Mac and Sleaze saying hello, everyone. Hey, Mac and Sleaze, like we're all filtered in. I felt like it was a good time to start. If you didn't mind, I again really have to remind myself that apparently, where did I put my cope canister? For hardcore. When you got to do some hardcore coping, you need a canister of cope. So yeah, no, I always say that the audience is part of the show, and now it seems like the audience has hijacked the show. Okay. Apparently on the Twitch, they have taken over. Alrighty, so all right, I think we're good here. It's 3 minutes 18 seconds. I don't think we're gonna finish the quote unquote hype train thing here. We'll be fine. Rusty Grammar saluting. Good to see you, Rusty Grammar. Good to see you, Rusty Grammar. Always.
Hey, laser lips!
What?
Your mama was a snowblower!
Well, if rumors are true, she blew a lot of things, but thank you, Jesse, for that. That's nice of you. Okay, so we have like the whole show prepped. I am only hesitating to jump in on a story if a hype train starts, because that would make me look like a real bag of shit to start and stop a story because we're having fun with the hype train. We're going to be like, hey, have fun. So I'm just going to hold off a minute, and we'll see if I don't think this is going anywhere, which is fine. Like I said, we're very well funded into March. So we'll just take what we have and say thank you. Any moment now, just plum. Johnny, I'm sorry to bother you with another pot question, but what's the potency of your vape? Did I already ask you this question? Yes, I believe you did. And yeah, we settled on it's like 85% or something like that. So again, just ridiculously high, and you too can be, but again, moderation. All right, so there we go. Another sticker from Lab Glass. I think we're done. Let's do a show instead of fucking around. All right, good enough. Good enough. So the first thing we're going to be talking about now, Alabama has been having a difficult problem with executing people. And now they're planning to use nitrogen gas. And the reason why they would use nitrogen, if I'm not mistaken, is because nitrogen displaces oxygen. So you can just pump them full of nitrogen. All right, you know what? We have a story about it. Let's have them explain it, why they're going to, if it was nitrous oxide, at least, laughing gas, he'd have a hell of a time on the way out. Wouldn't that be fun? Let's go ahead and hit play.
Now we want to bring you today's original with in-depth reporting on a topic we've been keeping an eye on. Tonight, we bring you to Alabama in a story producer Abby Brooks and I have been working on for months. It's there that a man is set to be executed in January by nitrogen gas.
Why? Why are we doing this now? Oh, fuck.
Mummies and daddies, the grandpas and the grannies, everyone's aboard on the 809. Here comes a train, and here comes driver's head too. Wah-hey! Here it comes, here it comes. Here comes the train today. Here comes the train!
Cheer 100, let's pour a drink. Maybe one-eyed Johnny will show up. It's been a while.
Oh, Jesus Christ. And now we're 100 bits away from a sticker party. I'm in the middle of the story. This is right where I didn't want to be. Once again, don't have control of my own show. Don't even... It was done. We were done, but we were done. It was done. All right, so on the drinking thing, no, I don't have any booze on hand. Rex start, most cheerful execution ever. I mean, maybe. Mikey Two Milks, what the fuck? No notification. I can't help you with that, man. It notifies people. It's supposed to. I can't control that. I'm sorry. Ain't nothing but sticker party, says Jesse and the Rippers. Well, so far, we don't have a sticker party. I should just not say things, because then I say something and they contradict me. It's like they're working against me. How am I supposed to do this? All right. The stickers are free for a limited time. Bukkake the screen, as I love to say, with stickers. Was that a sticker or just a sound drop? We're 57% of the way through level 1 of a hype train. If you want to support the show today, now's the best time. The hype trains are always the ideal time to support the program. Lab Glass, what are you saying, Johnny? What do you mean, what am I saying? I'm saying there's a lot of stickers and I'm not in control. Hey, Johnny, how's it going today, sir? Well, St. Caesar, I'm discovering how little of my show this actually is. I have a hype train with 2 minutes left. I have a sticker party that's coming to an end. And all of this while doing a story about a man who is going to be executed. Let's just say the phrase awkward pairing comes to mind. I mean, I keep doing the story. But, again, it's about a guy who did some heinous shit. I mean, like, no joke. Was that a kitten? Either way. So this guy that, I can't remember his name. But he is gonna get, again... It's getting... anonymous. You know, it's almost cute with the, like, dad-level-esque jokes we have. John Doe, I'll show you a sticker. Oh, I don't have that bar up because there we go. There we go. There's my rim shot.
Fuck off.
I mean, dude, sometimes I wanna. But today we do a show.
Hot.
You want to see my burger?
87% of the way through level 1 of a hype train. Thank you very much. Looks like we're going to finish there because 30 seconds left. Thank you for that hype train at level 1. I'll just let that finish out there, and we'll let that finish off.
Say cheese.
Now, Wilmer with the cheese. Now we're into level 2. Thank you very much. Level 2 of a hype train. So if you want to support the show, now is the time, because I need to know how in the bag I'm going to be by the time this program is over. And here we go with Controlled Burn number 1. And back to our amazingly entertaining story of a man getting executed by lethal injection. You know, the right time to be celebrating. This isn't strange at all. I don't feel weird as fuck for doing this. Okay. Really wanted to avoid this one. Oh, that's not helping. Oh, Wilmer, thank you for the 100 bits. My nose is not happy with you. Oh, play.
The state would become the first in the country to attempt a scheduled execution this way, as the U.S. grapples with a shortage of lethal injection drugs. This man, Kenneth Smith, has been in prison for decades for a 1988 murder. And here's the thing. He already survived a botched execution attempt last year. But while Alabama is intent on using nitrogen gas to execute Smith, some details of the protocol are still unknown. We want to warn you, you may find some details of this report disturbing.
Why are we going to see some
Kenneth
shit?
Smith has lived behind the walls of William C. Holman Correctional Facility for more than 30 years. Next year, he's scheduled to die there, as Alabama attempts to execute him with a method that's never been used before.
Hey, dear Butch, how you doing? Thank you for the 100 bits.
I'm in danger.
I mean, I feel that way. And it's pointing at the chat and the sticker. It's like, hey, I'm in danger, and that sticker's legendary.
Inconceivable.
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel. Thank you, random Princess Bride quote. It's very much how I feel. Throw up the PayPal link if you got one, homie. I do have one. Our PayPal and stuff is something I generally link once in a while during another sticker part. Are you fucking kidding me? This is the worst background to have a sticker party to. This is painful. Again, there are people here serving time, and now you're making it look like, hey, it's a party, it's a fiesta. Woo. Again, the stickers are free for a limited time, so if you wanted to throw one out, there you go. And here's the PayPal and the Venmo if you want to support the show. We always kick it forward to the future goals. I'll keep this over here. Might need it. I have never felt more awkward in my life than I do with this. This is just vastly inappropriate. I mean, yeah, the guy's a piece of crap, I guess, but he survived one execution. How many times must a man die? I ask you. Well, how many times did he kill that people? There's a great way to word it. Now the party is getting crazy. Pizza pita. I don't know what that means. All right. We have 30 seconds left. Hype Train finishing at level 2. That's awesome. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. Looks like we're going to be done there. I am very, very grateful. Now, if we can retire the silliness for a moment and return to the program. All right, there we go. I didn't want to speak too soon. Let the confetti... Those look like confetti shotgun shells, if I'm honest. The confetti cannons, I don't know either way. Now it looks like the legend sticker's pointing at the Alabama thing. That's not... I don't feel good about this.
The fact that they've got me lined up to be the first with gas is really terrifying.
It's called nitrogen hypoxia, meaning Smith would breathe nitrogen until he dies. The date is set January 25th, but the details surrounding the method are shrouded in mystery. The only information revealed in a heavily redacted protocol issued by the state, medical and legal experts calling that protocol into question.
What is not at all clear is how exactly the Alabama Department of Corrections intends to deliver this pure nitrogen. If the nitrogen is mixed with any amount of oxygen, any amount of air, then it will take longer for the nitrogen to cause death, or it may never cause death.
The stakes are life and death for Smith.
Nice try, Lab Glass. Thank you again, Lab Glass. I have to keep a real fucking eye on this thing, apparently. Going gangbusters with the stickers lately. I certainly appreciate it. Blowing loads of confetti. I mean, blowing loads of confetti almost sounds better. Johnny, I have my Moron Mania character emote. Hell yeah, dear Butch. Saint Caesar. This show is just silliness. Don't you know this by now, Johnny? Well, I'm learning, I guess, slowly. I'm fighting the tide. Why don't they just break out the cement shoes? I mean, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm on the same boat. Look, no offense. Why don't we just, he's a horrible person, right? He's a piece of shit. All right, well, why don't we just shoot the guy? It seems like we're going to a really, really, really far off degree to kind of wash our sins of the fact that we are ending a life. You're ending a life. Don't be a pussy about it. Either commit or don't. These half measures to feel better. We have to do it in a humane way. There's a humane way to kill people? Aren't we putting him to death because he killed people? Makes it seem like it's not very humane.
And high for Alabama as well. All eyes will be on the state after they failed to execute 2 men via lethal injection last year.
We are here to confront the narrative that everything is okay.
Smith was one of those men. He recounted a conversation with an execution official to NBC News.
Okay, before he recounts that conversation, I love that they were marching and they had the faces of those two black guys. Nobody had Smith's face. And was that two pictures of Smith? Or was it pictures of two white guys who have survived executions? Because if the white guys are the ones surviving the executions, the justice system really is racist.
The execution was over with, but I was still strapped to the gurney. He tells me that, if you got to go, lethal injection is away. He said it's painless. I mean, I wish I'd been in my right mind so I could have told him, did this look painless to you?
He says immediately following his failed execution, there was already talk about this second attempt.
Then he tells me, he said that gas, suffocation. Nobody knows what that's going to do.
Also watching anxiously, the family of Smith's victim.
I'm pretty sure that's pretty true. I don't know that anyone knows what that's going to do. Master Meatball. Yeah, just fentanyl. Just use fentanyl. Toastmaster, if you survive the state's attempt at killing you, you should get out of jail free. I don't know about that. What if you're a really heinous piece of crap? I mean...
Elizabeth Sennett. Smith, along with two other men, were hired by her husband, a pastor, in 1988 to kill her in a staged burglary gone wrong. Her son, Michael, drove hours to Holman in 2022, expecting to see justice served. Instead, Smith survived.
To go down there and wait all day and fail again, I would be angry.
Can you describe where that anger would come from?
Well, it's had 35 years to build up. He's been in jail twice as long as I knew my mom. We'll go.
I mean, he's got a point. Yeah, I don't feel too bad for this guy. But again, why can't we just use fentanyl? Just put him. Just take him down. Do your stuff.
Going to be able to move on with our life, but yet another family is losing a part of their family. So it's kind of bittersweet.
They're going to try a brand new method with the second attempt. Are you confident it's going to work?
I love the weird speaking to a laptop camera angle. She has an OnlyFans, right? Now every day it's hey, so just every chick should just be like, yeah, they're all just pimping for their OnlyFans.
I'm hopeful. I'm optimistic.
With more questions than answers about the nitrogen protocol, medical experts are less optimistic. Court filings from the Alabama Department of Corrections show the state plans to use a mask with a 5-point strapping system to deliver the nitrogen to Smith.
It has to be perfectly airtight.
Medical experts for Smith's legal team argue in court filings if the mask doesn't fit, the execution could fail again, leaving Smith in a permanent vegetative state. Also a concern, the safety of others, including correctional officers in the room. Nitrogen can be incredibly dangerous. A leak killed 6 in a poultry plant accident in 2021.
Nitrogen gas is odorless and colorless, so there's no way to know if it's leaking.
So wait a minute. On the one hand, we're really worried that it won't be completely airtight and it won't actually kill this man. On the other, if it's leaking, it could kill 7 people. Well, Master Meatball, they're not doing nitrous oxide. They're not doing laughing gas. They're just doing nitrogen. So, yeah. 5W40 motor oil. So put him in a chicken barn. Maybe just, again, we brought it up here before. We've seen it work really, really well. Case in point, Minneapolis. Fentanyl. Fentanyl is remarkably accessible, and boopity boop, you got him. Fentanyl.
So there's no way to know if it's leaking.
Smith's spiritual advisor, who will be in the execution chamber with him, had to sign a waiver acknowledging he could be exposed to harm too.
If a nitrogen leak were to happen in the execution chamber, who will be there? What is the emergency procedure if I collapse?
The Alabama Department of Corrections declined to comment to NBC News. Oklahoma and Mississippi have also legalized execution by nitrogen, but have yet to try it, which means the method could be adopted by other states if Alabama is successful in executing Smith.
As go Kenny, so goes the rest of my brothers. I don't care what method they end up coming up with, they're always going to have problems taking a man's life because man was never meant to do this to nobody.
Yeah, but again, that's how we got there with you. All right. Big talk coming from the guy who killed a lady. Okay. You killed a lady for the sake of her dad. For the sake, I hope not her dad. For the sake of her husband, you know, kind of wanting out of the marriage. And so he found you cheaper than a divorce. So, I agree. He is right on the. It is weird. He does have kind of a point. Man was not meant to do this to another. He does have a point. But at the same rate, certain individuals that are comfortable doing this to other people for things like small sums of money, those people can't be trusted to be part of society. So, and how long do we keep you around? Again, you killed a lady for money on behalf of her husband. It's kind of effed up.
Kenneth Smith recently appeared in court hoping the state would pause his execution. The state said in supplemental briefings filed just today that Smith's Eighth Amendment argument alleging cruel and unusual punishment has no basis. Specifically addressing the fit of the mask, the state also said its protocol will rapidly reduce oxygen inside the mask, cause unconsciousness within seconds, and cause death within minutes. We'll be keeping a close eye on.
Look, we're really happy about how quickly this thing's going to work. Again, guys, they used it on me in a medical procedure. I've felt the effects. I'm telling you, fentanyl. You give them a tic-tac and it's lights out.
On this story as we head into the new year.
This is how AG.
I don't care what that is. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Is it just me, or did that lady get considerably cuter by the end of that video? By the end of that video, I was like, oh my God, I'm in love with this bitch. All right, just skip a step and bury him. Oh. Joe Berger, talk badly about the Clintons. It worked for Epstein. Actually, Epstein didn't talk bad about the Clintons. Epstein talked bad about everybody. And then he apparently was no more. By the way, it wouldn't work in this situation because the person in question, I don't believe really wants to die. I don't think he's in favor of being executed. It doesn't seem like he's even remorseful. I haven't even heard so much as I feel really bad about what I've done, but I don't want to be a guinea pig in this execution method thing. This weird, like, as goes Alabama, so too goes the world. I shall be the first for my brothers. Like, I mean, most of the people on death row are at the very least accused of heinous shit. So it's really hard to be like, oh, these poor mistreated criminals. But again, if they are innocent, that's what's always hinky with the death thing. But it seems like in this particular case, innocent isn't really a thing. The guy looks pretty dang like he's not even sitting here being like, I didn't do it. I'm innocent. Give me $100. I will handle this problem. Fallen, you got to talk to the state. I don't handle that. And I says to him, I don't arrange that sort of thing. He says, I'm going crazy up there in the chat. And I says, he says, you know where a fella can get some kind of action. And I says, what kind of action? He says, murdering kind of action. And I says, I don't arrange that sort of thing. What do I look like to you? I like the murder in action bit. That part was fun for me. Schoberger, imagine the shit he got away with. Yeah, right? I love how we say, like, he was convicted of this crime. Obviously, this was his first time going against the law. And let that be a lesson to the rest of you youngsters. The first time can be the last. I mean, kind of. All right. Anyways, oh, I really don't want to cover it because it's not surprising. Supreme Court sides with Biden against Texas in the whole border dispute thing. That's a shame. At any rate, I wish that wasn't the case. Let's go to this story. We've got this one loaded up. Just snow him with Ativan like the hospital system did to my mother-in-law during COVID. That definitely works. I mean, if it works, it works. I'm not against it. I don't know how effective that is. I, again, didn't see it firsthand. Rumple's made me do this. Rumple's app made me do this. Rumble's app. I can't read for the life of me. Where were you getting a P? Rumble's app made me do this. God, I'm bad. Oh. Just feeling shame now. What's up, sweetie?
Georgia, where a judge will decide whether to enforce a subpoena for Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis. She's facing allegations of having an inappropriate relationship with her top prosecutor in the election interference case against former President Trump. Now she may have to testify in that prosecutor's divorce case. Let's bring in ABC's Andrew Dimbert from outside the courthouse in Cobb County, Georgia, along with ABC News contributor and former Georgia prosecutor Chris Timmons for more on this. Andrew, what would otherwise have been just another divorce?
Forgot my mic was muted. You better not steal someone's man in Cobb County, Georgia. Again, the whole thing of this is entirely... this is like a high school... This is seriously... If this was happening at a high school, it would make more fucking sense. Oh, Jesus. So she's fucking him. She gave him a job because, again, she's fucking him. And they did a lot of work and pleasure. So I'm betting those work and pleasure expenses were all business deductible. Like, hey man, this was a work thing, so I got to be able to keep the receipts, even for the morning after pill. And then, now that the wife is like, all right, we're taking it to street level. I'm taking you to court. She now suddenly wants to just go, oops, I didn't know any better. And now it's like, oh, they're doing this just to interfere with my case. Right. They made this lady they made this lady divorce her husband and cite you as a serious witness in these affairs. Affair being the key word. Right. Alrighty, let's go ahead and go.
Divorce case now could have ramifications for the 2020 election interference case. So break this down for us. What's at stake here?
Well, everybody's watching this divorce case because, as you mentioned there, it could have major ramifications on Trump's 2020 election interference case in Fulton County. That's because Fani Willis, as you mentioned there, is the district attorney in Fulton County, and she is now accused of having an improper relationship with the man she hired to prosecute former President Trump in that election interference case. And many questions still remain as to whether or not this will upend that case against Donald Trump. We do know that one of his co-defendants, Mike Roman, a former White House aide, is already seeking to have his case dismissed. Question is, will the Trump legal team try to do the
Cheer
same?
100 look.
Andrew, what's
Here,
the latest?
they're everywhere. Everything is election interference. Woot woot whoop whoop. Scoop poop. Droop droop.
I don't get quite what the point is. Thank you for the 100 bits. I mean, they're trying to take him to task over the election interference stuff, but again, the argument is that Trump is some sort of evil, crooked guy, and the people that are trying so hard to prosecute him, apparently evil, crooked people. What do you think? Yay or nay? Her O-face? I feel like we're halfway there. She looks like more like she's asleep.
On what happened in court today?
So, as we're live on air right now, court is still going on, and there are two major questions that we're looking for. Number one is whether or not financial records will be unsealed in that divorce case of Nathan Wade and his wife, and what those records show as it relates to the 2020 election interference case. But the second question, which is probably more important and being closely watched, is whether or not Fani Willis will have to testify in that divorce case, and would her...
Well, she was asked to, so I should seriously hope so. Again, apparently she's the lady. She's a bona fide harpy. What you talk about, Willis?
Her testimony potentially damage that case, the election interference case in Fulton County.
Now, Chris, if Fani Willis does have to testify, what could that mean for the case against former President Trump and his co-defendants?
So the question is whether she's got a financial stake in the outcome of the case. Most of the case law that you look at, it has to do with the outcome rather than the investigation. And so at this point, it looks like there's an argument that she had a financial stake in the investigation itself, but not in the outcome of the eventual prosecution or the finding of guilt of President Trump. What it could result in, though, is her disqualification from the case. If that happens, then a new district attorney would come in to look at the case and decide whether to proceed. The indictment itself is going to be just fine. It was found to have probable cause by a grand jury, so that's not going to vitiate the indictment. But the question is, will she get disqualified? Will a new prosecutor come into the case? And will that prosecutor still wish to proceed, Diane?
So could this endanger the indictments in the election interference case, Chris?
Not the indictment itself, but it could endanger the prosecution. Like I said, Diane, if a new prosecutor is appointed because Fani Willis is disqualified for having a financial interest in the case, then indirectly the case could be thrown out by the prosecutor. They have absolute prosecutorial discretion. even if an indictment is issued by a grand jury, a prosecutor can take a fresh look at it and decide that it's just not worth their time. There's an argument to be made that, this is a Georgia state level prosecution, but it's got massive federal implications. And a lot of what's being challenged here is on the federal level. So there's an argument that, perhaps this should be left to Jack Smith rather than to Fani Willis, or if she's disqualified, to her successor, Diane.
So, Andrew, what's next in the case?
Well, we're still waiting to see what the judge will decide when it comes to those financial records that we were talking about in Nathan Wade's divorce proceedings, as well as whether or not Willis herself will have to testify in that divorce proceeding.
All right, Andrew Dimber,
Right.
Chris Timmons, thank you both.
All right, yeah, let's get to the chat and get to you guys.
We turn now to the news tonight involving the DA.
I told you to stop. That's an unwarranted advance. All right. Thank you for we'll get to that in a minute. Somebody was in the chat. We had a good point, and I wanted to catch it. Egg Picker saying, it's been 4 years. What are we gonna do? Go back? Go back in time? Yeah, that's my point. Thank you. I agree with that. I agree with Egg Picker. Egg Picker nailed it. This is what I say to the people. He interfered with the election. He tried to overturn the election. Look, did he try to overturn the election? I have questions about the election's legitimacy. But I'll say this, regardless of whatever he tried to do, it obviously didn't work. He didn't hold on to power 1 second longer than he was supposed to. There was no difficult transition. He didn't lock down the government and become a dictator. And the thing that I always say about for him to become a dictator, he needs the support of the military. Flat out, you need the support of the military. And that's one thing he doesn't have. And believe me, those people will oust him in a moment's notice, if they so choose. They'll have him take a ride in Texas. All right, thank you. $10 from Mac and Sleaze. That is super duper awesome. We appreciate that so much. Thank you, homie. $10 off the top. That puts us at 40 with whatever that hype train we did earlier on the 29th of March, by the way, the last day of March. So we have marched right through March already. That is awesome. Wait, what? You like dicks in your taters? I don't know what 5W40 motor oil as a childish program even I have to. Wilmer unfortunately salvaged your bit just because of his timing. Alrighty. So let's go ahead and clear this out. Now, that video we watched, and a little bit of an update to it. A judge delays Fani Willis's deposition in the divorce case. So to avoid impropriety, she doesn't have to testify yet on the divorce. Great. Glad we're doing that. Thank you. Thank you for the 100 bits, dear Butch. Sweet Love Me saying, for every righteous Johnson, there are 1,000 smelly Richards. I guess I don't know how that works. But thank you. And Wilmer Autotech, thank you for the 100 bits. Super awesome. We have another story here. I don't think this one's a video. I think I just have to read it. A school in North Carolina is going to some very interesting lengths to stop TikTok. I don't like TikTok. I don't. This might be a bit much. A middle school has begun removing mirrors in the bathrooms to stop kids from making TikToks. Southern Alamance Middle School in Graham, North Carolina, has taken drastic steps to reduce the time kids spend outside of the class. Okay. One school is taking drastic measures to curb its students' TikTok addiction. Southern Alamance Middle School in Graham, North Carolina, has removed all of its bathroom mirrors to stop kids from chasing internet clout. Students were going to the bathroom for long periods of time and making TikTok videos, said the school district spokesman, Les Atkins. Administrators would see the mirrors featured in the videos quite often. The Chinese-owned app Endless Scroll and okay, what is Endless Scroll? Is that what TikTok is? Chinese-owned apps. Okay, so the Chinese-owned apps Endless Scroll and Reward Pattern have been cited by researchers as contributing to addiction. Administrators say the mirrorless bathrooms have already worked. All right, well, one, I just thought about the Endless Scroll thing. That counts for everything, okay? That's on Facebook. Administrators say the mirrorless bathrooms have already worked. Not as many visits to the bathroom, not staying as long. And students are held accountable. When there's accountability, you see a great difference, Atkins told WFMY. Some parents took to Facebook to suggest an easier alternative. I have a better idea. No phone allowed at school, and you can put the mirrors back up, said one father. He's not wrong. No phones allowed at school. Confiscate the kid's phone. I'm fine with that. If in order to get your phone back, they have to, I don't know, call your parents, and your parents have to come pick it up, and they have to, pretty much go, hey, we're picking up this phone because you can't stop playing with it. Take it easy on the shit libs. They are just scrambling to avoid the 4 Trumps of the apocalypse. I have no idea what you're talking about. Sweet love me. You seem to very much like Trump, though, so congratulations. You'll probably be happy soon. You should have just phoned Cubby for all the kids. I mean, phone Cubby, then someone's going to start stealing phones. The parents are the ones that demand the kids have their phones at school, Johnny. Right, yeah, but their kids can't handle the responsibility, so you got to start punishing the parents. Joe Berger, wait, Johnny Mars. Where is Johnny Mars in here? Because I don't even see that. Oh, it's on that one. Johnny Mars with whatever those are. Oh, little game over emotes. That's awesome. That's awesome. All right, anyways, they would be locked up. Okay, so parents took to Facebook. That's it. Is that all we have on the story? The rest of this is about TikTok's app, elements of app design and functionality, namely variable. Yeah, so we got nothing else on the story. Nothing else on the actual story. All right, then. Well, fuck nuggets. That's awesome. Let's ditch that. All right. I will say Sweet Love Me is right on that one point. He did not get suckered into a foreign war. Which is, again, why I again, it's one thing I will credit him with. I think that's why he wasn't allowed to stay in office the second time, which would make him getting in a second time odd. Thorne saying, woot, a show. Yeah, you're here, too. An hour in. We're cruising through. And you're here an hour in. You got 2.5 hours of a program left. Good timing. Saint Ren, we didn't have cell phones when I was in school. Yeah, we didn't have them when I was in school either. I feel like the parents that are like, we need the kids to have the phones. I'm like, do you need them, though? Do you need them, though? I mean, at least make sure the kids are responsible with the phones. Post it on fucking TikTok. All right, so we've got a couple of things. I had a pager from my business. You had a pager from your business. What were you, dealing coke in high school? Hold on, guys. This is my business pager. Beep, beep. Gotta go meet a guy on. Down on Wall Street. Gotta hook him up with his afternoon 8-ball, or he can't get his shit done. All right, so yeah, let's making sure we already did that. We did. No, I'm trying to clear these off of my thing. You aren't listening to me. There we go. Yes, Johnny, I was a coke dealer, says Joe Berger. All right, then. Everybody had pagers when I was in high school, and many kids pretended to be drug dealers, like in the rap songs. I don't remember many kids having pagers. I like at the end of my high school career was the beginning of the really cheap Nokia phones that everyone could like get their own screens for. That was the whole thing. Your front case was your expression. Like everyone had the same Nokia phone, just with a different little fucking case on it. So yeah, that was my thing. And then we moved into just regular phones. I don't remember pagers. I really... Because, I mean, what would be the deal? Mine was blue with an orange keypad. Looked badass. Nice. Good for you. I'm glad you were thrilled with your keypad. I'm saying, though, with the pagers, how would that work, though, for, like, the parents? See, the pager would never work for the parents, because then what? It would beep, and your parents wanted you to call them at this number? The number would more than likely be your house. They just wanted you to call in. Like, okay. That would actually seem way more controlling. Like, no, I have to call my mom every time she pages me. Gotta drop what I'm doing. Why'd you cut across 2 lines of traffic? I had to get to the payphone to call my mom. My pager was going off. All righty. So, let's go ahead and catch up with this next story. So we're talking about people not being able to give up their we're talking about people and their phones and what phones they've had and pagers and stuff. A yogurt company is offering $10,000 for a 1-month digital detox. A yogurt company offering $10,000 to participants who complete a month-long digital detox with their phone locked in a box. Siggy's Dairy, known for its Icelandic-style yogurt, said its digital detox program will offer $10,000 to participants who are willing to give up their phones for a month. The program, inspired by Dry January, is accepting applicants through January 31st. 10 people will be selected for the digital detox and will have to keep their smartphones secured for 1 month in a lockbox provided by Siggy's. We believe in the power of living a simpler life with fewer distractions. One of the biggest distractions in our lives today is our phone. In fact, the average person spends 5.4 hours on their phones each day, the company said on its website. The selected winners who complete the program will receive $10,000, a phone lockbox, a good old-fashioned flip phone with a 1-month prepaid SIM card, and a 3-month supply of Siggy's yogurt. I feel like Siggy's yogurt would be the worst part of that win. Like, well, now I got a whole bunch of... Like, what if Siggy's yogurt is shitty yogurt? You gotta like Siggy's yogurt for that even be remotely worth it. No, Siggi, Siggy's. Siggy's? I don't know. Looks like Siggy's. Anyways, not Siggy's like cigarettes. Saner N, 1 month. I've gone a year. Well, then you're a shoo-in for this. You could do it in your sleep. You should sign up and make an easy 10 grand. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Siggi. It's called the Digital Detox. Look into it. Sign up. Throw your phone away for a month. We can do it for about a day. I could do it for about a day, and then I got to call it quits. Egg Picker saying, how do they determine a 1-month supply? 31 question mark. Yeah, how much do you eat in a day? I feel like a 1-month supply should be based largely on what you're eating on a daily basis. Otherwise, what are you doing here, you know? Okay, so did that program just stop? Maybe it did. It did. All right, I'm being horrible. This should be a thing. Okay, apply. Okay, I shouldn't be doing this right now. I don't know why I am doing this. It's really stupid of me. Okay. Okay, let's close this. I am freaking out because of something I shouldn't have noticed. I noticed that my wallpapers changed in my background, and it drove me fucking insane, and I had to fix it, and I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm a Christian. Sorry, I thought that puck was coming right for me. Oh my God, that guy today was bad. Sweet Jesus Christ, it's a hockey puck. Relax, you'll live. I mean, you'll get a bruise. Holy Jesus. You'll have some swelling. Probably the first time you've ever had that before. A year's supply of crack is an infinitesimal number. Was it a year's supply? I thought the winner was a 3-month supply or a month supply. 3-month supply of Siggy's yogurt. Again, what constitutes a 1-month supply? Is that like 31 like things like you get one every day? It's awfully stingy. Seems stingy. All I'm saying. At any rate. Danger Bear Wolf Turtle, why didn't you mess with Aaron with that from the drunken video Friday? I hate to tell you this. Drunken video Friday, the thing? Oh, you mean the lady that did the at the end of it? Yeah, how would I mess with Aaron with that? Sorry, I guess. There's no real way to mess with Aaron with that. He has to see the video in order for me to do the bit to him and to make sense. All right. Anyways, so I think we have a sound drop for that. Where is it? We have a sound drop for it somewhere. Oh, there it is. Found it. Alrighty. So thank you for being here on Twitch, YouTube, and Rumble. Having a great time today. Love seeing all of you here. And thank you for being part of the program. If you're having a good time, click them old thumbs up. We certainly like getting the likes up and getting into the algorithm.
Fuck off.
No, I won't. I won't fuck off, dear Butch. I will try to make somewhat of a decent representation of myself while I do whatever the hell this is. Okay? That's what I'll do. That's what I'll do, god damn it. All right, so let's kick over to this. We've got a teacher threatened to behead and slit a student's throat. A Georgia middle schooler was threatened by her teacher, Benjamin Reese, who was arrested after witnesses told police he threatened to behead the student over comments she made about the Israeli flag hanging in his classroom. I already know the answer to this because, of course. Please tell me the lady that you threatened to behead and slit her throat
Because life doesn't stop for a...
wasn't a effing Muslim kid. But again, I ask a rhetorical question. Yep.
That sentence?
Yep. 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 All day. Yup.
Cheer 100 should have done it with a rainbow flag up, then it would be loving and peaceful. Kappa.
Why would it be loving and peaceful? Threatening to cut someone's head off and slit their throat, which, by the way, if you're already going to behead them, slitting their throat is redundant. You've already severed their head. What more can you do? I ask you. But yes, so, I don't think there's ever a good reason to threaten to decapitate one of your students. It's just in general, regardless of your political affiliation. Excuse me. Lunch making a comeback. Regardless of your political affiliations or religious beliefs or social status, it's a bad look to threaten to decapitate your students.
Ala Afifi and Lina Ashraf say it's still tough to read what their 13-year-old daughter went through.
You read it and you feel like you're looking at a horror movie.
One that unfolded in the halls of a middle school in central Georgia 1 month ago. 51-year-old social studies teacher Benjamin Reese was arrested for allegedly threatening to behead their daughter and slit her throat after she told him she found his display of the Israeli flag in the classroom offensive.
Oh, fuck yes. Oh, God. It's almost as good, almost as good as sex. We have a situation where they are teaching these kids to, to stand up for what you believe in and don't let them hold you back. And if something offends you, you tell them how it's offensive. Don't suffer offensive language when it comes to your gender, when it comes to this, when it comes to that. So now this kid takes that towards their religion and looks at the Israeli flag and goes, hey, that's offensive to me. Immediately. Right to beheading. I feel like that's a big jump, buddy. It's a big jump, Benny. We maybe want to back it down just a little bit. Again, decapitating a kid. Strong start, sir.
More than 20 witnesses were listed in a lengthy sheriff's incident report. The adults recounted seeing Reese follow 3 young girls down the hall, shouting violent threats like she is a stupid mother effer and I will drag her by the back of my car and cut her effing head off, disrespecting my Jewish flag.
Wilmer Auto Tech, that was epic. I will cut her mother effing head off disrespecting my Jewish flag. She said she found it offensive. Sir, I don't know how that's disrespectful. Saying you find it offensive. As a person of Muslim heritage, she would obviously find it offensive. You don't own that land. Her God does. It's, again, you have to understand you're the infidel from her perspective. How is it so hard for them to each understand, no, from the other person's perspective, my invisible God doesn't exist? You could just say, let's agree to disagree. Sounds like an insecure POS, to be honest. Eggpecker, you are nailing for a fucking 1,000 today. Go big or go home. Yeah, dude, again, why the hell are you... You could just let it go. You chased 3 kids out of your classroom, threatening violence against, again, let's be clear here, middle school children. Now, I understand kids can be awfully annoying, especially if they know they're being a shit, and they know they're being a shit, and you can't do as much as you'd like to about it, and they know that. That's horrible. That's rough. A kid being a shitbag, and it's like you want to slap him, and he knows he's not going to get slapped, and he's just rubbing it in your face. Yeah, I get it, but they called your flag offensive. Really, like I said, bit of an overreach here, sir.
Reese was charged with making terroristic threats, a felony, and cruelty to children in the 3rd degree. He was released on a $7,500 bond.
So the teacher was arrested for making terroristic... The Jewish teacher was arrested for making terroristic threats against the Muslim kid. That is beautiful. Oh my God.
As a father, I felt my daughter is not safe, and I don't know that she's not safe. I cannot even protect her.
Hi. We visited Reese at home, but he declined to comment, saying his attorney would reach out. So far...
Yeah. Sure, if you had called, he would have done the same thing. But, of course, you got to show up at his door. Why not catch him when he's in a T-shirt? Probably just got done jerking it. You know, if he's really stressed out, he might be jerking it to feel better. Or if he's not worried at all because he stands by what he did, he's probably jerking it because he feels good. My point is, it's like a 50-50 that he's rubbing the old love bucket, if you will, and you're interrupting.
That has not happened, and court records do not show a listed attorney for Reese. Houston County Schools tell CNN that Reese is no longer an employee with the district, something Al-Shroof says she appreciates, but she still fears for their daughter's safety.
You always have this what if these threats, carried on and he show up in my house.
As a Palestinian American, Al-Shroof says the war in Gaza has never...
You think he's just going to come to your house? Although, I say that and I just realized she is a Palestinian American. Where she comes from, the Jewish people do come into your home. if she were to tell us a story about how the Jewish people came into her home like Nazis, I'd laugh my balls off just because it'd be like, hey, man, it's gone full circle.
Have this what if these threats, carried on and he show up in my house.
As a Palestinian American, Al-Shruf says the war in Gaza has never felt far away for their family. But they didn't expect the ripple effect to reach them in their beloved Warner Robins community.
Small community, loving community. We never have any problem.
But civil rights advocates say what happened to their daughter, while extreme, fits into a pattern that's emerged in Georgia, mirroring a national trend with a spike in anti-Semitic, anti-Muslim, and anti-Arab reports in the months following Hamas's October 7th attack and amid Israel's continued...
Right. It's like everybody on every side of this thing is a piece of shit. Why are people continuing to dig in? Don't pick a side. Don't do it. Sweet Love Me says, great show, healing and love. Well, thank you, buddy. Thank you for that. The real question is, what were the kids wearing to provoke this? Well, again, they didn't wear anything. They simply publicly denounced the flag. And that was all it took. That's all it took. But again, as this report was saying, ever since everything's happened, there's been a rise in anti-Muslim, anti-Semitic, anti-Jewish, anti-Arab, just protests, demonstrations, and events. So again, it's like everybody on every side of this. If you go to bat for this issue at all, you look like a piece of shit. The best look is, I don't want anything to do with it. Nothing, not my pig, not my farm.
Deadly siege of the enclave. The numbers have skyrocketed in the Peach State.
When you compare the 3 months of 2022 to 2023, the increase is 1,100%.
That's astonishing.
It's shocking. We have never been busier.
Meanwhile, Al-Shruf and Afifi are busy trying to keep...
Okay. So the increase is 1,100%. No offense. But when I see... I'm not trying to be rude, but this doesn't sell high competency math skills to me. I need numbers first of incidences before we can go like, oh, it's 1,100%. Yeah, but was it zero before? Was it like 0 incidences and now we've had like, 33 or whatever? It's like, oh my God, that's a whatever 1,000% increase. Like, hey, is it though? Is it though?
Never been busier.
Meanwhile, Al-Shruf and Afifi are busy trying to keep things feeling normal at home while working to ensure this isn't a long-term threat to their child's self-worth.
I wanted her to be confident, to love who she is and stand up for the right things, and to
stand up for the right things, except to stand up to a man, because remember in the Quran that's forbidden.
To not to let this change her.
I work hard and I want my money to work
No.
hard too. So I use my Freedom Unlimited card.
No.
Earning on my
No. And we're done. There we go. There was one last year, 12 this year, 1,100% increase, for example. Right? That's what I'm saying. 1,100% sounds like an unforgivably large number. Like, oh my God, really? You must be picking up beaten and battered people by the fucking road and lynchings left, right, and sideways. No. We had one time last year where somebody yelled at a cabbie about 9/11. He took it very badly. And this year we've had 12 incidences. 3 of them are that teacher. 1,100%. staggering. Thank you for reminding me to always blow it up my ass, egg picker. It's where would I be without your advice? Fuck their stats. What? They didn't give stats. They said an arbitrary number. They said they've experienced an 1,100% increase. That is meaningless without any relevance of A to B. How about Israel has killed a journalist every day since October 7th? I have no idea. And that really doesn't seem like Israel's thing. They've killed a journalist every day. If you want to tell me that a journalist has been caught in the crossfire every day since October 7th, I might be willing to believe that. But I have trouble believing they just went after the journalists. Usually they buy them. And, yeah, again, it's one group viciously attacks another group. One group viciously retaliates. And now we have to argue, is that retaliation enough? But then when that retaliation stops, do tempers cease to flare? No, they don't. It's just an endless cycle. Van Drexel, what the fuck? I love Israel now. Yeah, be careful who you tell that to. People might be fans. Israel is a peaceful protest kind of country. Huh. Is Jolly Green Dickhead doing the thing? I hope not. Trump got 56% in Iowa. That was only like 10K people. I don't know how that's relevant. Alrighty, so we're gonna keep moving on. I'm not, yeah, no, Jolly, no, huh? No! They cannot resurrect this bit. All right, so you know what? We're gonna get into this.
And then there's this mysterious sound in Tampa that has, well, it's resurfaced. Neighbors say that this nighttime bass sound that they're hearing is back. Some suspect.
Dun, 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 dun. Is it like that? Is it like that? Is it possible it's just a dude going through a midlife crisis and playing with a bass guitar? That's my guess.
Expected to be just a loud party. One scientist actually believes it could be the sound of fish mating in the bay. It's caused such a disruption.
Your people have been, people are, you think you're hearing fish fucking? Wait a minute. You think fish fornication? At this time of year, it's really cold. This is the time they're like, you know what? I'm going to catch me a bitch and I'm going to lay some eggs. I don't think that's not, this isn't, why?
Some residents are now raising money to try and figure out what it is. Let's go to Fox 13's Jordan Bowen live for us in South Tampa tonight. Hi there, Jordan. I know we talked about this many months ago. No real end to this mystery here, but it's back on the burner, I guess. How are they putting scientists' theory to the test with this news?
Well, Mark, residents say that not knowing is what is so frustrating here. Is this a human-caused sound? Is it nature? It's caused such a stir, residents are now raising money to bring a scientist out here to pay him to install underwater microphones to finally get to the bottom of this and hopefully ease some neighborhood concerns.
We can't tell what it is. We hope it's just fish mating. We're going to cut to the sound right now. Apparently, and I warn you, some people might find this graphic, but apparently this is what they're hearing out on the lakes.
Oh! 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 I'm going to come.
So, and again, they're trying to figure out, is that a human noise or a fish noise? 5W4 tomorrow. It's a dolphin R wording. I mean, yeah. It's a dolphin R wording.
This is the sound of black drum.
Shut up. Shut up. I was listening to the sound.
Mating. Register residents are now raising money to bring a scientist out here to pay him to install underwater microphones to finally get to the bottom of this and hopefully ease some neighborhood concerns. This is the sound of black drumfish mating. It's the same sound Sarah Healy says she heard inside her South Tampa home Saturday night.
That's exactly what I heard. Identical in tone and rhythm.
The sound has been plaguing residents across South Tampa since 2021, but still no one has been able to confirm what it is. That's when we spoke with scientist Dr. James Locascio with Moat Marine, who explained it could be the sound of black drumfish mating, which are in their mating season right now.
It's a low frequency sound, and so they travel much better. They go further distances, and they go through dissimilar media more efficiently.
As Dr. Locascio explains, the mating sound travels through the ground, which might explain why homes more than a mile from the water can still hear it. Back in 2005, he did his dissertation on this very topic at the University of South Florida College of Marine Science and helped people in Cape Coral and Punta Gorda solve their own mystery by using underwater acoustic recorders and having neighbors log their observations. Healy now wants to do the same.
I just want answers for the community, for me, just for everybody who's curious.
Wednesday, she started this GoFundMe page and within hours already raised more than $500. It'll cost about $2,500 to install the microphones and potentially more as the project goes on.
Just having an answer or having a clearer answer or more information would just help everybody as a whole.
It'd be super great, if we could look into this. Otherwise, I'm constantly worried that there's a ghost watching me. I don't know if it's titillating or terrifying, but I can't make up my mind.
Dr. Locascio says they'll keep the microphones likely in the water recording until April. Once analyzed, they could finally get an answer as to what the mysterious bass sound really is.
Understanding this is satisfying, and it reduces the anxiety about what the source is, but it also offers the opportunity to learn something pretty neat about the natural world.
Again, that's assuming it's the natural world. What if by the natural world, what if it's just a Puerto Rican family moved in next door and that's their music? What if that's what's coming through? It's just a mariachi band having a great time. Somebody could be hearing something totally different. We don't know.
Yeah, and we just checked that GoFundMe is now up to $600. Keep in mind, that was started at noon today. It just shows how desperate people are to find out what this sound is. Dr. Locascio says as soon as they meet that $2,500 threshold, he'll be out here installing these microphones, so it could happen in the next few days. We will keep you guys posted.
As soon as they pay me that money, I'll be right there. I swear to Christ. Cash up front, because if I'm going to find your ghost, I'm going to need money.
Posted on what happens here, guys.
All right, Jordan, thanks. I know Paul's watching this closely. He's telling us it makes sense that this sound, because of the cooler air in the wintertime, is more dense. The sound is going to be louder and more accentuated, if you will.
Yeah. This tends to be the time of year when that conversation sparks back up again. Prime mating season and then the cool air.
It's really something else.
It all lines up.
You look like a lady who knows about prime mating season. Am I an inexcusable piece of shit? I am. But hey, that's awesome. We are an hour and a half into the program. Thank you for being part of it. Fallen the Great saying, I'm disappointed Johnny didn't show Aaron the 877 Cash Now video from yesterday. Yeah, I didn't do that. I'll be honest, when I do Aaron's show, I'm more just kind of paying attention to what he's talking about and trying to react to it. And in the mornings, I can be a little tired. I happen to be a little tired today, which is why I am freaking lagging through this part of the show. Because I thought, you know what I'll do? I'll eat. That can't go wrong. Oh, it did. And by go wrong, I mean now I'm sleepy. And I'm like, oh. Just let it be over. Just let it be over. Let it be done. That boy's had enough. At any rate, we're having a great time on the show. Thank you for being here. Really happy to have you all here. Super awesome that you've been joining us. So hope that you continue to enjoy the program. We've got a couple of stories to pull up here. We're in our second hour now. Let's get our second hour stuff. Now that we finally finished our first hour content, we finally put that beast to bed. Let's grab our second hour stuff. We'll just drop this audio down here quick, and I'll mute this while I clear my nose. Okay, so our second hour stories, we're going to be talking about a North Korean teen who is getting 12 years of hard labor for watching South Korean videos. Again, what did he see in these videos that was so wrong? I mean, come on. What was it? Porn? Did he look at porn? What does a North Korean consider porn? A video of live actual fruit and somebody eating it? Like, is that what we consider porn in North Korea? Was Phil some hole says party 100. I'm napping for you, Johnny. Well, it didn't go through that way, but I see what you mean. But thank you, was Phil some hole.
Party 100.
Fallen the Great says, when Johnny does Aaron's show, he's more focused on not being his asshole replumped. I have no idea. Thank you, was Phil some hole. Toastmaster, who saw people dancing to an unapproved song? I don't know. I don't know where we're at on that one. I am losing my mind. I am losing my mind. But I should have showed him the 877 Cash Now video. I will try to remember that tomorrow. But wasn't that also a TikTok thing? That's right. I said I had to find it and it wasn't a TikTok thing. I needed it in a not TikTok format. Where is it? So let's do M 877 Cash Now. All right, so it does exist. What's this one? I don't know what the fuck that. At any rate, let's play this one quick, and I'll try to fucking remember it for tomorrow. Oh shit. This is the best ever.
I have a structured settlement and I need cash now. Call J.G. Wentworth, 877 Cash Now.
It's pretty damn good. It's pretty damn good. The kid in North Korea you were just talking about, oh, he saw happy people singing and dancing to an unapproved song. All right, now that makes sense. Yeah, this is weird when I do a story and then they get a bit and I go on a... Exactly. Just fucking fuck, man. This whole thing's fucking coming apart at the seams. We're 620 bits towards our third sticker party. I'm almost out of water.
Fuck!
I don't know what other word I'd use. I got my battery replaced, but I didn't get my chance to drive the car, so I still have to drive the car, so... Do I do that after the show? I don't know.
Fuck!
It's kind of how I feel. I'll say this. I don't want to drive into Aaron's show tomorrow if it's going to be fucking cold again. Like, I mean, I'm glad I got my car working, but I don't want to do that if it's going to be... If the weather's going to be, you know, fucking nipply, it's... All right, I'm losing my mind. I can't look at that. I can't look at that. I'm too tempted to... Yep, I can't look at that. I got to move on. We're going to close that one out. Too tempted to click it and be like, all right, wait a minute. What? No. All right. So let's get back to this. Oh my God. So we have footage showing two 16-year-olds being sentenced in front of hundreds of their peers in an amphitheater? I mean, yes. All right. I got no actual footage. All right. This is dumb. Can I mute this? There we go. All right. I don't know what that is.
You choose me?
All right. Hopefully it's stopped now. Oh. Holy Jesus, why? All right, reload the page, and maybe that'll do it. That did it. Thank God. I have to go to the 500 mark. Coffee time. Okay. Egg picker with 40 bits and say, all right, go to the 5-minute mark. 5 minutes. All right. The 5-minute mark, she says. Here we go, Riding Dirty Llama. And go.
What next? Yeah, he's drumming loud. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That is a nice noise. Probably my favorite noise. Let's see. So that's him. We're gonna see. He's, not huge, but definitely out over 30 pounds, a little over 30 pounds. Bottoms out my boga.
That bastard just wants to fucking swim, man. He just was trying to eat some food. You fucking hooked him, dick. Feel bad for that. That's just one. Imagine a huge school of them. Yeah, that's just one, but he's also right up on the water. And that's not as fun. That is not as fun as believing that there's maybe,
a certain percentage of everything we do finally.
A DJ that moved in nearby and he's just practicing his beats in the morning. That's way more fun to believe. Alrighty, so thank you again for that. 250 bits away from our third sticker party today. If you haven't been part of those, the sticker thing is up there at the top. It's on the side for the Twitch people there. It's over there somewhere on the side. And you can click that and use bits to do stickers. And if we get another 250, then they're free for a limited time. And everyone gets to go just silly with them. All right, we're going to fucking get to this story, goddammit. Video footage released by an organization that works with North Korean defectors shows North Korean authorities publicly sentencing two teenagers to 12 years of hard labor for watching South Korean videos. The footage shows the two 16-year-olds in Pyongyang convicted of watching South Korean films and music videos, which was released by the South and North Development Institute, or SAND. sand, eh? Reuters was unable to independently verify the footage, which was first reported by the BBC. North Korea has for years imposed tough sentences on anyone caught enjoying South Korean entertainment or copying the way South Koreans speak. In a war on outside influences since a sweeping new anti-rectory thought law was imposed in 2020. Riding Dirty Llama, apparently you can eat those fish, but check them for worms. I mean, you got to check a lot of fish for worms. It's a huge problem. And yet, what do we use to catch fish most of the time? Worms. It's like you are what you eat. We're back on that one again. And it goes full circle. Alrighty, so we've got that done. I don't think there's too much more to cover in this. Judging from the heavy punishment, it seems that this is to be shown to people across North Korea to warn them. If so, it appears this lifestyle of South Korean culture is prevalent in North Korean society, said Choi Kyung-hyu, the president of SAND and doctor of political science at Tokyo University, who defected from North Korea in 2001. I think this video was edited around 2022. What is troublesome for North Korean leader Kim Jong-un is that millennials and Gen Z young people have changed their way of thinking. I think he's working on turning it back to the North Korean way. The video made the North Korean authorities show a large public trial, which the two students in gray scrubs are handcuffed while watched by about 1,000 students in an amphitheater. All the students, including the two 16-year-olds, were wearing face masks, suggesting the footage was shot during the COVID pandemic. The students were sentenced, according to the video, after being convicted of watching and spreading South Korean movies, music, and music videos over 3 months. They were seduced by foreign culture and ended up ruining their lives, the narrator states. I mean, maybe North Korean culture is just not that seductive. Maybe it's not them, it's you. You ever think about that? Maybe make some better stuff. Kind of lighten up on the whole like what people say and do thing. I mean, there's a lot of things you could do to improve your relationship with the people. Oh my God. It's just 12. That's, you know what I feel like? Yeah, you're not too hard. You're not a hard ass. They just watched a music video. 12 years. Oh boy. Hope that twerking was worth it. Jesus. Oh man. That would make me more militant, not less. Maybe that's like an American thing versus like Asian thing. I don't know if like genetically like people can genetically be like predisposed to action, but exactly, you know, someone starts popping off, I'm bound to respond. You know what I mean? Like you tell me I'm going to do 12 years of hard labor because I enjoyed some videos and some music videos and blah, blah, blah. Oh boy, am I going to have a problem with you. I'm not going to have a problem with the sentence. The sentence is dumb. The videos were meaningless. They were frivolous. I'm going to spend 12 years hating your ass. That's what I'm going to do. Be more dedicated to hating your ass when I get out. Like, I'm going to hate your ass hardcore. Like, it's just the way it's going to go. So I don't see what North Korea is thinking by going, you know what we're going to do? 12 years hard labor is really, I mean, a year hard labor, 12 months hard labor seems like about the most I could see justifying. Like, look, you really fucked up here. You dared to enjoy other people's culture. A whole year to think about it. I mean, there we go. That's all we need. That's good enough. All right, so let's get into this next story. This next story is about the election. We're in We're in the thick of it, so we can't really avoid it. So we got some election stuff we got to cover. And this one is one that I'm actually excited to cover because it's one of these. I love when I get to do these. I love when I get to do a news story being put out by an organization that normally would not push this message. So this is not normally a message I would see coming out of CNN, but they made this video, and its title is Ignorant and Rude. Trump offended this voter, but he's voting for him anyway. Hear why. I'm really excited to see them put a slant on this, but I think I'm going to have a hard time finding it because, again, it seems like everyone's just kind of slowly easing.
Legendary.
Thank you, Phil Simholes. Seems like everyone's kind of slowly easing into voting for Trump. Are you serious? You're being a dick to me now? We got another ad.
Your goals with
JP Morgan. Fuck you. Fuck you. You fucking guy. All right. Any second now. And all right, we get it. You like the phone app. You're going to chill on the couch and feel good about yourselves.
Late morning off the dock. Gone maybe one day, maybe 2 or more.
That's where your fish comes from.
Andrew Konchak's job depends on the water and the weather.
Yeah, it's a little colder. Definitely a little colder. But, you know, you get used to it.
Ilana Renee drops these gill nets overnight, pulls them out in the morning. Konchak was likely Trump, but looking at Ron DeSantis.
I'd have to, look into it more.
Now, time to choose.
I'm with Trump because he supports fishermen, you know, and this obviously is my livelihood.
Loyal to Trump despite stuff that offends him.
I don't like the way that he speaks sometimes. Could be a little ignorant and rude.
Loyal to Trump despite a wife who backs Nikki Haley.
When you hang your Trump flag, what does she say?
She said,
despite a wife that supports Nikki Haley. I don't want to be that guy. I'm gonna, though. I'm sorry. Does your wife support Nikki Haley because Nikki Haley's a lady? I want to know the Nikki Haley supporter. Someone else say, because she's a lady. Yeah, I know a lot of people will be like, oh, what? Women can't support other women unless it's just because they're a woman? Like, no, I mean, if there was, no offense for all the bullshit, women supporting Hillary, I could understand that with certain viewpoints she's had, particularly towards favoring a woman's right to choose and things like that. But the Nikki Haley situation, again, everybody has come out fervently against Nikki Haley because she's kind of like a corporate stooge. So if you're supporting, I don't know anyone that supports Nikki Haley openly. So if you're saying your wife is, I'm sorry, man. I'm feeling like your wife is that person.
I was ruining Christmas and wanted me to take it down. And she took it down, and then I put it back up.
Pete Burdett's Haley sign is surrounded by snow now. Same spot as when we visited in September. Haley was a long shot then, perhaps the only shot to stop Trump now.
She has Trump's attention.
Well, she certainly does. I think there's a very real opportunity for Nikki to squeak out a percentage point on top of Trump.
What? Are you serious? The wagons have rallied around Trump. Nikki Haley has nothing. Are you being paid for by her people too? Poo too good to drop on that broad. Poop too good to drop on what? Oh. Another Haley plant story. This guy is restarted. Well, I mean, seems like it might.
Wouldn't that shake the rafters?
To Burdett, a no-brainer.
Who really can beat Biden? Who lost to Biden last time? Trump did.
The possibility is.
Look, again, the Trump loss to Biden is under some very, very interesting. Look, the Trump loss to Biden was very surprising. All right? Very, very surprising. Extremely surprising. And considering Biden's approval rating now, I feel like the Trump losing to Biden thing is relatively impossible at this point. I don't know how. You will not be able to convince me that there were enough people that supported Biden when it's a Biden versus Trump thing. Because even right now against Trump, Biden's doing dog shit numbers in the polls. So it does not look like people want Biden at all. So, again, Trump lost to him. Right. But Hickey Naley. See what I did there? Hickey Naley. But Nikki Haley hasn't run up against anybody. And she's again a corporate. Thank you for the 100-bit sticker. Now we're in a sticker party. I don't know if anyone knew this, but they're available now, so go nuts with the stickers for a limited amount of time. Legend, fails, some egg chairs, the Sharknado, lots of fails. Duct taped banana. Interesting. This is a serious program, damn it. We have an hour and a half left in the show. This isn't a good look for me, man. All right, so that's the music finishing. Good. There we go. Sticker party complete. A fait accompli. Thank you for that. That is, I have no idea what that sticker is for. It's interesting. All right, thank you very much for that. When did Chris Hansen become a reporter? Take a seat right over there. No, that's John King. It's not Chris Hansen. Thank you, Labglass, for the dun-dun sticker. I can do it, too. All right, thank you very much for that. We'll drop the sticker party off the screen for a bit. Hopefully, an hour and a half left in the show. I don't know, we might have another one come flying through. We need Johnny's kitty sticker. You know what? I'll see if I can figure out a way to Photoshop. I do have a kitten photo of Tegra that I could maybe, kind of make a little kitty sticker. Just have it drop a little meow, drop it on the screen. All right, back to again, this one idiot's belief on Nikki Haley. Thank you for the 100 bits.
Is obvious, but so are the challenges. Trouble winning over Chris Christie voters because she says she would pardon Trump. Trouble winning over independents like Stanley Tremblay. Tremblay told us in September his disgust with both parties makes him a likely third-party voter in November.
Thank you, Dear Butch, for the no drama sticker and the 100 bits. Jesus. All right, let's look how far away. We're like 300, right? Yeah, 300 in. Okay, we're good. Christ.
He could still help Haley Tuesday. but took a break from trivia night at his Nashua brewery to make clear he won't.
I know you're not a Trump fan. Fair?
Yep, fair.
If you came off the sidelines, you could help Nikki Haley.
I could.
But you don't see it as worth it. Why?
Because I don't feel like I trust her enough yet to be able to give her my vote.
Trump's resilience infuriates his critics. Yes, many supporters imitate his crude tactics and repeat his lies. But it's not that simple.
And repeat his lies. Again, we've found some awfully interesting things about January 6th, about the Bidens. Should we repeat some of CNN's lies about the Russian dossier? You guys had no problem lying about that stuff.
Who won the 2020 election?
Oh, it was Biden.
Debbie Katsanos is an accountant, voted for Bill Clinton twice, but is a Trump Republican now.
What are the one or two things you want the federal government to do ASAP?
Close the border and get this economy going.
Not a Joe Biden fan.
Close the border and get this economy going.
Cheer 100 Johnny. Did you know if you threw a kitten against a wall hard, it'll die? Boner, 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 boner.
Why would you say that? I mean, really? Oh. And yes, I was aware that small infants of many species do not survive high-velocity impacts with solid surfaces. It's kind of a known thing. They are not durable and not meant for throwing. Hot Jesus. You're just pitching them at a wall, one after another. I don't know why they don't get up afterwards. It's weird.
He's gotten big caught in a lot of lies. I didn't like him as a politician.
Got caught in a lot of lies.
Yep.
Trump's not known as the world's greatest truth teller.
No. No.
So why is it disqualifying for Biden, but it's okay for Trump?
I don't like.
Again, it's not like, okay, so we have to vote for one or the other. I hate how they do this. I hate how they're, why is it disqualifying for this one guy, but not for the other guy? You don't understand. It's an either or, and one guy's a piece of shit, the other guy's a bigger piece of shit. So it's not that one disqualifies the other. It's that if you put it down to yay or nay, it's going to be the yays because the nays don't want to do it. Fallen the Great just coming in. 877 cash now. Thank you, voice crack.
Politicians. And I don't think Trump's I don't think one term made him a politician because I don't think he plays the game.
That is the code Trump critics have yet to crack. His support among those who don't deny election results. Those who don't like the drama, but do like the policy.
I know he'll fix the border. He'll work on the economy. With Trump, I was doing pretty good. I was able to save more.
The more north you go, the more New Hampshire voters on the Trump train. Devin McIver works construction, turning giant slabs of rock into gravel.
This is all the prep work before the busy season.
In 2008, an Obama voter, a Trump supporter since the 2016 primary here.
If he gets convicted of mishandling classified documents, you can go to jail for that.
Then he goes to jail. I guess he won't be president.
Yes, a Trump voter, but with...
Again, if the guy who kept some files in a locked safe in his estate in Mar-a-Lago is guilty of mishandling classified documents, the guy that collected documents since he was a senator, a vice president, and a president that kept them in a box in his garage next to his car is also, again, guilty of classified documents. So my question is, why are we not trying Joe Biden right next to... Why are they not? And also, when this happened, didn't a whole bunch of politicians suddenly realize, oops-a-doodle, we had classified documents? Again, why are we not trying them all? I'm not saying stop the trial, pardon Trump. No. I'm saying, no. If he's on stand, by all means, round up all of them. while the fire's warm, let's get cooking. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm saying. We've got while the jury is convened, let's cast some jury votes on who's guilty.
With eyes wide open.
He is definitely different. Sometimes
Why are you letting John drive the snowplow? He ain't even listening to you. He's like, wow, for a brief moment in time, I get to pretend I'm a regular pleb who works a schleppy job that I would be like, oh, isn't this nice and exciting and thrilling? And then I'll remember, oh, yeah, but as a corporate shill, I get paid fuck tons of money.
he's not his own best friend. But he's different.
But that's what I was getting at when I was asking you about the price of admission. I mean, yeah, there's a lot extra that comes with it.
It's a show.
And that doesn't bother you?
No.
Again, buddy, the part that bothers me is the dishonesty. There's a lot of extra that comes with the no-show of Biden. The extra of our economy being siphoned away to Ukraine, being completely weak against China, having nothing resembling a southern border. Again, there's a lot that comes with Biden too. As you said earlier, if it's disqualifies him, why doesn't it disqualify Biden? There. Or as Fallen the Great said, I know he said it earlier, but I feel like it's worth bringing up. 877 cash now. I need to do that. That's a lot of burning, Johnny. It's more than your average amount.
No, because we have other branches of government to deal with it. They can keep him in line. He can't have everything he wants.
MacIver makes $40,000 a year. Just enough, he says, to take care of his family and save a little. Another Trump tax cut for his boss, he says, would be worth all the Trump chaos.
If the business climate is better towards people like him, I do better. Because if you hit him harder with taxes, that takes away from me.
Andrew Konchek shares that.
Yeah, again, as we keep seeing, as these guys never seem to get, when you get harder on the taxes, the little man gets hit harder on his fees, fines, and various bullshit to help cover everything. So guess who always ends up paying more? The little guy. Duh. So of course they're going to see Trump and be like, hey man, this guy, I'll do better under him. Is that true? Maybe. 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 I hope so. Riding Dirty Llama, I want to stop turning into a communist country. Toastmaster saying there would be none left if you prosecute everyone who mishandled documents. Right? But see, Toastmaster, here's the thing I have a problem with. I have a problem with the extreme hypocrisy of they all do it, but Trump's the only one who's guilty. I have a problem with that hypocrisy. And I'm willing in the sake of moving the argument along, I'm willing to overlook the idea that they all do it. I'm just saying, as far as I know, right now, I know one other politician who's mishandled documents far worse than Donald Trump. Because again, if Trump mishandled documents and put this put this country in jeopardy with his handling of documents, Joe Biden kept them in a dusty box by his car in his garage. Like a pack of summer school papers. Wilmer Autotech, thank you for the Santa twerk sticker. Hitting it once again with the woefully awkward and inappropriate sticker. Thank you for that. Was fill some holes. 40,000 a year. That's a lot. 5W40 Motorola. 40K a year. Freaking Porsche. Yeah, dude. I don't even hit 40K a year.
Same blue collar bottom line.
You think it's over if he wins here?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Trump, he believes, will win the primary, win in November, and save his job.
He's kind of a bully, I'll give you that.
But you think he fights for you?
I do.
No.
Yep.
So it's worth all the drama if it keeps him on the water. John King, CNN, Portsmouth.
Again, John King, I feel like I get it. They're not gonna make it make that story if the people they interview say the stuff I want. But God, would it be funny for the part like, yeah, but he lies. You're really gonna sit here and talk to me about people lying? You're CNN. Like, I mean, come on. You guys lie all the time. Oh boy. Oh. Jolly Green Dickhead says, didn't you create those stickers? No, I did not. I create some of them. I create my own little ones. The big key to the ones I create is mine will have certain sound drops. Oh, fuck. I don't know. I think I did one with Aaron where he says, oh, wait, no. Yeah. I have one with Aaron where he says,
I have a micro penis. This is how I break the news.
And so, yeah, mine usually have that kind of a thing with it. I will be honest. I've been incredibly lazy. Like, yeah, that's one of mine right there for the 10 bits. Thank you, Dear Putsch. But no, the creators of the sticker app who get a portion of the sticker bits proceeds apparently keep making new stickers, and it's working to their benefit. Those stickers are getting used. So, yes, the Nugget sticker. I feel like many people forget the origin of the Nugget sticker and the horrible, horrible day that was for me in learning about the world around me. All right, so that's that. We've got oh yeah, that's not gonna be fun. This is going to be less than awesome. So we'll get into this in just a second, but I think we should probably give people a little bit of a warning. We'll get into that, and then we've got a story about Chicago trying to work to preserve a viral rat hole. There's like a hole in a street that's shaped like a rat, and people are like fighting to preserve it, not let the city fill it in or some shit. I can't believe this is a thing. Okay, cool. It looks...
Ow! For the love of God!
Again, that one's one of mine. Thank you. Thank you. Who did that? Lab Glass. Thank you for the 100 bits. Better get back over here. How close is this thing now? 510. We're over halfway there. 490 away. Doesn't seem fair. Alrighty. Private Joker saying, holy fuck, commercials are annoying. I am sorry, Private Joker. I try to minimize that shit. And, oh, Private Joker saying, 1 second, I'll fix that. Uh-oh. Just get this in anticipation from the sounds of things. Kane J, they are leaving donations on the Road Rat. Some homeless guy will be happy. If they are really leaving donations on the Road Rat, that is ridiculous. There should be no donations on the Road Rat. It's just a pothole. God damn it. And then we have another story after that about the ridiculousness of ordering food in Canada. And finally, our last story of the day is of the day. Our last story of the second hour stories is Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes got pelted by Bills fans. Oh, all right. So we'll talk about that in a bit. Just fucking hilarious. I mean, come on, man. You already lost the game. Don't be a dick. Alrighty. So, Private Joker. Nope, you stay on. I am on. I am. Donate to the Johnny Feed the Kitties Fund. Jolly Green Dickhead. I'd be happier if his wife got pelted. I would too, right? If you guys could pelt his wife and his brother, I would be so happy. But Toastmaster, boo! I was rooting for the Bills to win too. I was too. I won't lie. I flew on a private jet out to Buffalo to attend the throwing of some poor bastard. And to take part in it, and I can't believe our sacrifices to the pit. There was more than one that night. Private Joker saying, "Give me the PayPal link." Well, if you're gonna twist my arm on it, we did it earlier. We've had some support already, but here we go once again. I certainly appreciate any support you want to give us. Bing, bang, boom. I should really set that up with Streamlabs so when you do that, it does the donation links. That would be slick of me. I need to do that. I am a horrible person. Aw, did I miss a sticker party, says Egg Picker? Not yet. You missed one a while ago, but we're closing very fast on another one. Was fill some holes. 877 cash now. Called damn cuz Wentworth. All right, so there we go. All righty, let's get to the shitty story. All right, I thought I was going to have to ring the cowbell. All right. There we go. Normally I want to talk about the Hogan arrest, says Private Joker. What do you mean you want to talk about the Hogan arrest? That should set that off. Why haven't I heard a thing?
Guess what?
There we go.
I got a fever. And the only prescription is more cowbell.
Okay, there we go. I was worried. All right, so cowbell kicking off for Lab Glass gifting Private Joker a sub. That is a big thank you from Lab Glass, and now 100 bits. Again from Lab Glass. And a snowball and another 100 bits from Lab Glass. Thank you again. Cowbell rolling for Lab Glass. Hey-o. All right. Now, Private Joker saying, I want to talk about the Hogan arrest. What do you want to talk? I don't have those clips, so I can't pull it up. I mean, we can only talk about what I remember, and people on the show have to have watched the earlier. I mean, odds are good, but they have to have watched the earlier Steel Toe show. What exactly do you mean by you want to talk about it? I'm curious. Your PayPal doesn't access the same here. Other people were using it earlier. I'm riding Dirty Llama, Hogan arrest. The Egg Picker saying I can't catch Steel Toe anymore. Well, the Nick Hogan arrest body cam footage had come out. As YouTube, says Private Joker. Oh, weird. Well, I am live on YouTube right now as well. I'm live on both of them. They're both there. But as for again the the whole doodad and what's-its. I don't, what did you want to talk, what, I'm still curious about the Hogan arrest. So, but as we get to that, I could try linking just the
Cheer 100 Hey Bills fans. Ha 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 boner 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 losers.
Private Joker. Okay, there we go. All right, whatever. So again, Private Joker, I've really kind of held up my show on the idea that you're about to give me money, so I need to like talk about it. Right and dirty llama like Hulk Hogan. No. I think Nick Hogan is his name. Nick, the son. It was his son Nick. He just had a stiff neck. What it be like saying, hey buddy, check the PayPal. I'm sure I'll get a notification. Again, I still want to know what you want to talk about from the arrest thing, because I don't have the video. Wow, that is remarkable. Well then, sir. Alrighty then. So, Private Joker with $25. So we got to take that off of the 40. And now we're sitting at 15 away from calling our show kicked out of the month of March. All right, so 15. Ain't that something beautiful? All righty, so Nick will get out of it, but you have to fight all DUIs. I mean, yeah. Charlie Green Dickhead. Hey, Johnny, I want to talk about 9/11. Pretty insane, right? Well, I mean, if you donate some money, we'll certainly give it a moment. But yeah, I don't know what what are we supposed to do about that? I appreciate the support on the show. I don't have the video, so I can't even like pull up the video if there's like a part like, whoa, let's talk about this. I don't know. Hollywood Hogan showed up to work 5-0, brother, after they harassed him for not moving over one lane. They were harassing someone else on the roadside instead of stopping homeless crime and theft. Local ma and pop stores, brother. I mean, riding dirty llama, 5 minutes until a controlled burn. Can we talk about adhesives? Why? You need something to stick? What do you gotta beat it? What do you gotta poke it with a stick? Private Joker saying, yo, gotta call in. I mean, technically I do. I technically do. Let's see if the phone line is open. I'll turn it on, because again, you just threw a chunk of money at the show for what is a daily goal. Let's go ahead and boop. Make sure that's on, and yeah, I don't care about Express's message. Oh, all right. So, yeah, the line's on. There we go. Let's go up there, and let's do, where is the phone number? Boo. I think it's on this page. Here we go. Phone number. Bang. Oh, I got to get rid of the sticker party thing. We'll pull the sticker party out.
Cheer 100 Johnny. Do you know how to spell losers? Buffalo. Losers. Boner boner boner.
Jesus Christ, 5W40 motor oil. Thank you for the 100 bits. There's the number, 612-567-3327. Call into the show. We don't take restricted and unlisted numbers, just because if anything said is something that we have to say, like, hey, we have to have a number to give out, like if there's police involved. Forgot that one's really loud. I got to tone that one down a bit. Anyways, the Hulkster worked the shoot like a pro. He definitely did chat up the cops. I was surprised that he didn't drop any of his usual like slogans and things like that. and he didn't really get like too friendly with him. He was very much kind of like matter of fact business, not really asking anything, never daring to even impose a little bit. Very, very respectful the whole time. That was all great. DM me it. It's literally sitting right there on the screen. And I said it out loud. 612-567-3327. And it's on the screen. (612-567-3327) 877 cash now. Now I'm doing it, and we'll get nowhere with this. Was fill some holes. Do you want some pasta mania, brother? I mean, all right, here we go.
Call from.
GVC Joker.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
All right, that was remarkably interesting. All right, so you're on the show, man. Hey, what's going on?
Dude, yeah, did you see her shit? She fucking showed time for 39 minutes. And you gotta imagine, like, Nick was probably already, like, he probably said, like, quit. You know, like, it was 20 minutes in. Like, he probably killed an hour.
I'll be honest, I'm having trouble understanding what you're saying. It's modulated really heavy. I don't know if you're leaning into the microphone or what the deal. Now he just hung up. Someone's saying, is he calling from a submarine? Yeah, I am 420. Oh yeah, it's 420. That sucks. It sounds like he had something interesting to say, and I was really interested to hear it, and it's not his fault. I don't know what the deal. It's not my phone, because the call from part was clear. I'm doing 420 a minute late, like a real pothead. All right, we're trying again. Maybe this time it'll be better. Let's see.
Call from.
PVG.
To accept, press 1.
This one is better for sure. Yeah, well, this one's definitely better. You're definitely much clearer now. We got it figured out. What's up, dude?
It's shitty headphones, but I'm sorry.
No,
but anyways, no. So, like, yeah, Hulkster totally killed, like, time for his son, which was totally amazing. But, like, I just wanted to say, like, dude, fight all your DUIs because, like, the court system and the DMV are two totally separate entities. Like, the court system will sit there and be like, oh, you're good. You don't have to have a breathalyzer on your wheel. You don't have to do any of this. You don't have to take any, DUI courses or nothing. But then you get a letter in the mail a week later that's from the DMV that says, oh, yeah, you got to go to counseling. You have to take DUI courses. And then your counseling is, like, subjugated to the counselor. And they ask you all these questions about, do your parents drink? Do you have any alcoholism in your background and stuff like that? And if you tell them no, they'll still sit there and give you 21 weeks of counseling, and you have to do double the amount of AA meetings. But it's like a big Ponzi scheme. So, like, when a cop fucking pulls you over for a DUI, he gives you that little sobriety test. And Nick was doing great in that sobriety test, right?
Well, again, like I said, the thing that seemed really weird on the sobriety test, the thing with the sobriety test for me was that, and again, I really wish we had the video on it. I almost would go back to it. I get, like, when the officer's like, all right, so don't move your head. But at the same rate, like, his arm looked like it was stretching out pretty far. And I know, like, myself and most people, if you make me look too far to the side, like, I'm eventually going to have to turn my head.
Well, if you go, and I was waiting for you guys to ping on it, because, like, if you look at the very beginning of it, when he started that sobriety test, when the cops started moving the pen, like the cop was moving the pen normal and Nick's head was still. But then all of a sudden it seemed like the cop was going outside and you saw Nick's head start twitching just a slight little bit left and right.
Yeah.
And then it's like the cop kept going.
Right. And the one part that bothered me where he's like, all right, I need you to keep your chin level. And he even tells the cop, yeah, but you're holding the light way up there. And the cop just goes, no, I'm not. And it's like, okay, well, wait a minute. Again, this is one of those where I really want to see like a outside of the cop view, like from like, say, a dash cam or something, because if what the cop is saying is true, then yeah, that guy's shit-faced. But if what the cop is saying,
you guys were,
what's that?
keep going.
No, I say if the cop.
I was just gonna say, like when you guys were saying that, like, you know, like it's a minority report. It is. It's a minority report. It is literally up to the cop's decision. Like the DUI stuff, like the whole walking thing and all that bullshit. It means nothing.
Yeah, because again, it's
when
literally
I got arrested
discretionary.
for my DUI, when I got arrested for my DUI, I was in a parking space, seat fully backed up, seat fully reclined. I couldn't even reach the pedals with my feet, but the keys were sitting in the seat next to me.
So that's still counted against you?
Showed up and they were like, and well, the reason they even showed up to me was, oh, well, it's a suspicious looking vehicle. And it's like, well, yeah, I'm the only vehicle here in the parking lot. So, I mean, I guess that's suspicious. But I was sleeping in it, because I didn't need to drive.
Right.
Backed everything up, had my shoes off. Like, I was totally just relaxing and just sleeping it all off. The cop gave me, like, even the option after everything. He gave me the option. He's like, well, can anybody come and get you in the next 15 minutes? And I'm like, man, it's like 4 a.m. in the morning. No way.
There's a reason I'm sleeping in my car, you know? Like,
yeah, I mean, you know. And you want to know what his thing was? He was like, well, you know, it is a possibility you could have woken up and grabbed your keys and put them in the ignition and driven away and still been inebriated.
I mean, yeah, but that didn't happen. It's a possibility that everybody driving is planning to blow up a building, but it doesn't happen.
I'm not joking, dude. This is what the cop said to me. It's a minority report. And that hardship license bullshit, that's garbage. That is something to get you to calm down, because when you go and look up the DMV and look for hardship license, they are countrywide. It's all the same thing, because if you don't have a license in one state, you can't have a license in another state, right?
Yeah, usually.
So there is no, and they did away with them. Now you have to go through their entire process.
Well, again,
you have to pay your fine. You have to do all that bullshit. Yes, thank you. It was worth the $25.
Oh yeah, man. Well, thank you for donating to the show. It was really, really super awesome.
I just wanted to inform people about DUIs, because like they really are minority reports, and they're bullshit, and fight all of them. Because my fucking state paid for lawyer came up and said, oh man, it's just a $400 fine, you'll be fine. Went in, judge sat there and said, nope, no DUI course, no nothing. A week later, I get a letter from the fucking DMV saying, yep, you have to do you have to do a fucking DUI course, you have to do all this other fucking bullshit. But the funny thing about that, I went 6 months not showing up to the therapy that I had to go to, apparently, and I kept calling in saying, hey, I can't make it because of work. And they let me go for 6 months until I finally looked at him, and he called me. He was like, well, you haven't showed up for your past 9 sessions. And it's like, well, dude, I work all the time. And he sits there and he goes, I'm like, dude, I'm not going to be able to make it. And he goes, okay, I'll take care of it.
So yeah,
are you joking me?
The whole thing's a rubber
he killed
stamp.
my and then he killed my license.
Oh.
I told you it's a Ponzi scheme.
All right. Well, thank you
Anyway,
for
thank
calling
you, Johnny,
in.
for taking my time.
Yeah, dude, it's super awesome, man. Thank you for calling in. Thanks.
Entertaining my drunk ass. I appreciate you.
No, dude, it's all good, man. Thank you so much for supporting the show.
I want to go back to watching your show rather than talking to you.
All right. Bye. All right, there we go. So that was Private Joker. There's really no good segue to get into the next story I have. That one just really, there won't be a way. John Doe saying, Wade, how can the DMV countermand the judge's ruling? The DMV can technically make their own rules and issue them with regards to your license. I have one from the state of Minnesota. I have to do handicap tests, and I'm going to have to pay $500 for that evaluation coming up in a couple weeks here. So he ain't bullshitting about that. Because, yeah. The DMV decided with my condition that they need a letter from my doctor. My doctor decided before that letter is written, he needs an evaluation. The evaluation isn't covered under insurance because driving is considered a non-necessary privilege. And so it's on me to pay the $500 for the evaluation. And then, yeah. Anyways, so moving along. This is a weird one to get into in any way, shape, or form, so we're just going to kind of dive in and get through it pretty quick. There's a mother of a girl who was strangled in her home by an alleged MS-13 gang member, and the mother is suing Homeland Security for $100 million because her daughter, 20-year-old Kayla Hamilton, was allegedly R-worded, in case anyone gets me in trouble for that, I shouldn't say it, R-worded and killed by an MS-13 gang member from El Salvador, and her mom wants justice. Tammy Nobles, Kayla's mother, has filed for a $100 million lawsuit against the Biden administration for allowing the border to deteriorate and aiding criminals to gain entrance to the U.S. Luke Duke saying, howdy, everyone. Hey, Luke Duke, good to see you, buddy. Tammy Nobles, the mother of 20-year-old Kayla Hamilton, argues in her $100 million lawsuit that both the Department of Homeland Security and the Department of Health and Human Services failed her daughter by allowing the unidentified migrant into the country without confirming his identity. If the feds had properly screened the suspect, they would have realized that he was a gang member, disqualifying him from entry into the United States, she alleges. So, of course, there's a video of this on Twitter. We'll go to Twitter. Is it? She's talking to News Nation.
What is going on
about this? All right, let's go ahead and cut over to this. Now, on the one hand, fuck it. Considering how much money we're paying out to Ukraine and to China, and how many billions the military just loses all the time. Might as well give this chick $100 million. Why not? Why not? We left the border open so some dude just came in and, yeah, dude, fuck it. Get your money, honey.
I want everyone to know what is going on at the border. I had no clue what was going on before my daughter was brutally murdered and raped, but I do now. And I found the story is just so mind-boggling on how nobody at the border did their job and checked his background. All he had to do was make one phone call to El Salvador to know that he was an MS-13 gang member on the list. And it's just crazy how he got from Texas all the way to Maryland to being in the same trailer as my daughter.
Yeah. Tammy, how are you doing? How does your family survive something like this?
The only thing that I can come up with is that it's God is helping me along this path. I want everyone to know what is going on at the border.
Howdy, Liz Luke Dizook, says Rusty Grammar. Just in time for the border discussion. Well, I mean, I'm going to be honest. If you were to ask her who she's voting for, who would your money be on? I think I know. All right. Riding Dirty Llama at Rusty Grammar. It's the law now in Tennessee. If you deny doing a blood test, you go to jail. They don't carry breathalyzers in their vehicles. I found this out serving on a DUI jury. I found this out serving on a DUI journey. I was on someone's DUI journey. They were doing crazy shit, and no matter what, I just had to go with it because I'm like, it's your journey, man. I'm just here. I am retarded. I am sorry. I am horribly, horribly retarded. All right. Luke gets to witness it all firsthand, living near the border. Look, I've been screaming for a while about border security and border control, and one reason why is I'm terrified for my daughter. Because and I'll be honest, it comes from a place of insecurity on my part. I am terrified for my daughter because I know deep down I can't protect her like a father should be able to. I know this. It's a very painful thing for me, actually. I'm not happy about it. I can't, if I were standing next to her and someone were to try to take my daughter and run, what do I do? You know? What do I wheel after him? So it's one of those things where I don't like the idea that a massive
Cheer
group
100
of
Johnny.
people,
God is helping me through her murder. God was on vacation, that's why her daughter died. Freaking Bible banging idiots.
wow, dude. Wow. Wow. Oh, wow. That was funny, but wow. Still a little rough to take. Who crack babies saying evening, Johnny. Evening, crack babies. It's been one. We're talking about a mother who, unfortunately, Tammy Nobles, who lost her daughter. Wow. Oh, fuck. God's helping me through it. Well, I hope he helped your daughter through the R wording at least. I feel like if there was ever a time for God to take the wheel, that would have been the moment, you know? Oh, wow. And shoot their ass is what you do. Look, the girl was 20, so young lady, not quite little girl. It's not a little girl, John Doe. It is a 20-year-old, so again, young lady, but still, that doesn't excuse it in any means. It does, though, however, make me say, well, what did you think was going to happen? You know, what did you think was going to happen when this is no offense, man. This ain't even the first story we're talking about of this nature. I've done several stories this year. I did one this summer, I think, around August, if I'm not mistaken, about a person who had literally been deported 4 times. He had come through the border 4 times.
Cheer 100 Johnny. She was fine during the rape. She was screaming. Oh my.
All right. I'm going to wipe that off the chat. That's jokes are jokes, and if you want to type something like that, but that's even then, as Luke Duke said, yeah, wow, dude, dear Lord, that was. I mean, I made an off-color joke, but this is again. That's where it's like the touch too far. We're gonna just go ahead and just drop that whole story because right then, all right, so yeah, Jesus, as in y'all need the fuck was that? Is this Perry Caravella? No, dude, that was again that all stemmed from a again a guilty mother, a guilty mother. It all stemmed from a grieving mother trying to explain how she's getting through her grief when the news lady asked, "How do you get through your grief when discovering what happened to your daughter?" And by the way, if that happened to my daughter, I would be determined. Let's just say that. I'd be determined. So, I don't know how that woman's personally doing. Like, I mean, making jokes is one thing we do on the show, but holy God, man. Jesus Christ. That was, again, jokes and jokes. Like, I even made a bit of a rough one where I was like, well, I certainly hope Jesus helped her through the R wording. Like, and that was, wow, dude, whoa. But that one, dear Lord, I denounce, I disavow. And for that reason, we're going to what looks like a shot of the moon landing. This totally looks like a shot of the moon landing. Oh my
Cheer 100
God,
my
really.
apologies. I shouldn't have said that to affect your show. My apologies.
It's mostly again the using the voice chat thing. The R wording, how about the strangulation? Again, that part I feel like you're going to lose consciousness and then yeah. So again, whatever. Enough about that story now. I feel like we've crossed our lines and gone far enough. We've dug a deep enough hole. Speaking of digging holes, so the rat hole, the Chicago rat hole, has apparently been filled in, and now residents are attempting to dig the hole back out. Are you effing serious?
Why do you guys live here? Like my toes are frozen. Man up.
Why do you guys live here? My toes are frozen. All right, your toes are frozen. You're asking why people bother to live here. I have an even better question. Why are you trying to dig up a rat hole in the street? Really? And that doesn't even look like it. Oh my God.
What were your feelings when you came to the rat hole and you saw it was filled in with concrete?
I just don't understand why everyone's trying to block our good time. Yeah. All I want.
It's a pothole. Why is everyone trying to block our good time? Because it's fucking with our cars, and it's going to get worse. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Gen Z. We filled in that horrible pothole in your street. Why is everyone trying to block our good time?
With concrete.
I just don't understand why everyone's trying to block our good time. Yeah. All I wanted to do was leave a cute little quarter in respect of the rat hole. And, you know, now we have to dig it out with the license plate. Like, that's not right.
No. Let me be clear. You don't have to do any of those things. By the way, might I point out, all of those things highly pointless in the overall scheme of life in the world. What the fuck, as Shunt just said, what the fuck is wrong with these people? Go to the gym and lose all of that heart-killing fat. Which one are we talking about? Because subject A is the one digging the hole. Subject B is the one that probably could use your advice. Now, again, subject A is I just wanted to leave a quarter in respect of the rat hole. What the hell does leaving a quarter in respect of the rat hole do? What does the rat hole quarter accomplish in the grand scheme of life on this planet? A quarter laying on the road because there's a rat-shaped hole. What does that accomplish? And because the hole that you wanted to be there to deliver your quarter to wasn't there, you decided you had to dig the hole back out with a license plate. God damn, I can't even. Oh.
We have to dig it out with the license plate. Like, that's not right.
I can't think of any solid reason why someone would want to fill it in. Like, I can see strollers and wheelchairs being able to go around it easily. So
go around it easily, but what happens when something goes through it? Oh, Jesus Christ, why does this guy look horribly familiar?
Chicagoan. I feel that the preservation of history is very important, so it has a plaque, so you got to dig it out. And it's wet. It's still wet cement, so someone did this. Some vandal did this last night.
It has a plaque, so you gotta leave it alone. It has a plaque.
Going with vandal and not that it's someone from this neighborhood. So
Not someone from the city.
that's what I'd like to hope.
And you've lived in Lakeview for a long time.
Yeah, over 20 years.
And you never knew about Rat Hole.
No, never knew about Red Hole.
Okay.
Until like the past maybe 3 weeks.
Did you have any local civic pride when you found out, wow, this thing is in my backyard?
Yes. Just last week, a friend of mine was in town. He's like, next time I come in, I'm going to go see Rat Hole. So that's another reason I have to clean it out. Well, now there's lots of people cleaning it out, so.
And then just your initial thoughts when you saw Rat Hole had been filled in. What was the first thing that went through your head?
Disgusted. I'm disgusted. So this is.
Holy shit. Riding Dirty Llama, I need to know what street this is on. Oh, 5W40. I bet the purple chick has 2 jugs of whole milk. Jack Murphy needs to stay off media. Oh.
This is kind of a fun, quirky thing in a fun, quirky neighborhood. I love Roscoe Village, so there's no reason to do this kind of stuff. So
it's in Roscoe Village somewhere.
I'm really excited that we're digging it out as a group.
I don't know. I feel like tourists don't really have a lot of good reason to come up to like this neighborhood in particular, you know, on the north side. So I feel like if anyone needs a good reason to come visit our neighborhood, like this is the time, this is the place. And alas, ruin the vibes completely.
Ruin the vibes completely. It's a rat-shaped hole in the ground. You guys literally could have left it alone. Here we have. You want to see what the actual rat hole will. Now the hole appeared to be rat-shaped, but some neighbors and animal experts said it was more likely left by a squirrel that fell out of a tree. Let's see what the hole looked like before those.
All right, before we let you go.
Before it got covered up. Before it got covered up and now dug out by those ladies. By the way, for what we've seen of them digging it out, I'm gonna guess this rat hole thing from the picture I saw in the thumbnail. I'm gonna guess they got it wrong. And by they, I mean the ladies, and by wrong, I mean digging it out. Way wrong. Here we go.
All right, before we let you go, a viral photo in Chicago is making some people squeal.
Yeah, take a look. So a local artist discovered an imprint in the sidewalk shaped like, well, as you see it, a rat. And he shared it on social media, which went viral with the name Chicago Rat Hole. So now the street has become infested with, well, not just rats, Morgan, but tourists clamoring for a selfie.
I actually
Isn't that funny?
was just on Twitter during our break in between
Did you see
shows,
it?
and I saw someone posted it. People are filling it with coins.
Yeah. Actually? I thought I actually saw a penny next to it in that video.
So people are filling it with coins.
That is weird, but
Yeah, and then homeless people are taking the coins. People are filling it with coins. You dumb bitch.
Maybe next time I'm in Chicago, I'll have to take a look. Exactly. But anyways.
Oh, wow. That is such a local news story coverage of that. All right, so that's the rat hole. That is the rat hole. Oh, wait, we got another one?
In today's handoff to Erica and Joe, no shortage of tourist attractions in Chicago.
Right, and now thanks to the power of the internet, you can add one more to that list.
There is so much to see and do here in the district. We have so many great
All right,
bars
let's
and
see
restaurants.
who this is. Who
Call
is
from
this?
Buddy Travis, and I have some things to say about this.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
All right, so what's up, dude? What do you have to say about this? And he left. We took the. I hung up. Yeah. I just accepted the call. Here we go. I won't go to rat hole. I mean, I should have filled it with more brass. Damn proud of fifth. You took too long. I figured it was a bother. No, one reason I took too long is I had the volume all the way down from when you hung up the phone before. I didn't notice it was ringing till I looked down. I had to slide it up and turn it on. My apologies. Let's get back to the program here. I was watching this one.
Beautiful neighborhoods, the iconic Wrigley Field, and of course, the Chicago Rat Hole.
Yes, that is State Representative Ann Williams.
That is State Representative Ann Williams. So again, the same area as the beautiful Wrigley Field, or is just Chicago known for Wrigley Field, and the Chicago Rat Hole.
Showcasing the apparently now famous rat hole. This all started last week when a Twitter user, Winslow Dumaine, posted a humorous photograph to Twitter showing a bizarre sidewalk imprint in Roscoe Village with the quip, "Had to make a pilgrimage to the Chicago rat hole." This image has since been viewed over 4 million times. If you would like to see it for yourself, it's on the sidewalk at 1918 North Roscoe. I am sorry on behalf of CBS2 to all the neighbors in that area.
No, the neighbors in that area love the. All right, here we go.
Call from
CVT Joker, and I'm calling back in.
All right, here we go. All right, so what's up, dude? What do you have for this?
Now, I've done a lot of construction work, and are we acknowledging where a rat got encased in concrete as we were laying the sidewalk and its body slowly decayed and rotted away, and now we're just it's an omnipotent thing.
No, it's literally. I'm guessing it was almost completely relatively solid, like it was setting, and I'm guessing like a lot of people suspect. I'm guessing like a squirrel fell out of a tree with enough force to kind of make a little bit of a divot, and then he hopped up and he ran off, and that was the end of it.
What the fuck happened?
That's my best guess, man, because there's no marks around it. It's just a perfect imprint, a partial imprint of what appears to be either a large rat or more likely, just from looking at it, more likely just a squirrel. A squirrel fell down and landed in the fucking concrete and got up and he was
all
gone.
right. And this is such an important story. We have to get a state representative down here.
No,
to make a comment.
No. She's just making an ad about the beautiful things about her city. All I'm saying is I'm looking at the hole because they were digging it out and it was so poor. Like for them digging out the hole, it looked really, really bad. Also on this part, I thought it was in the street. It's on the sidewalk. Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit about the rat hole on the sidewalk? All right,
well, wait a minute. I have walked on sidewalks before, and some raised terrain, like it'll lift a brick of sidewalk, and then you trip over it, and you're gonna stumble, and you're like, son of a bitch. So
yeah, but they never fixed that shit.
Yeah,
I don't. Again,
I personally think the rat hole is a public nuisance. I think I think that as your kids are walking to school, if there is a school nearby, you might want to check into that. The rat hole needs to be covered up because this is a trip incident. I mean, just as bad as when you dumbass parents bought your kids wheelies and a little fucking stone got caught up in that fucking wheel, and what did your kid do? Scraped his face across the fucking pavement. I'm just saying, maybe the rat hole needs to be filled in.
I don't know. Apparently somebody did, but like I said, the residents are not having it. The neighborhood is trying to resurrect rat hole by, again, like I said, digging it out. They are attempting.
That's the real question. What are the residents' ages?
I don't know. I didn't ask their ages. They were on this thing. They were on the story, man. That's all I've got for you.
Who the fuck wants to keep a fucking rat hole? It sounds like some fucking like April crocheting project that she was doing early on today.
No, it's literally like I said. They like having the novelty and the tourism of this is the neighborhood of the rat hole, is what it is.
All right, so fucking 55 plus is what wants to keep it. Son of a bitch, I hate these guys.
All right then. Well, all right, man. Thanks for calling into the show, buddy. We really appreciate having you. It's awesome. Thank you for calling into the show.
Put your grand folks in shitty ass fucking retirement homes because they weren't worth it beforehand and they're not worth it now. Save your money.
Okay. All right, man. Thank you for calling in. Bye-bye. All right, there we go. And moving along, we've got again that looked nothing like the hole she was digging out. She did not. I'm sorry, you were not digging out the rat hole with a license plate. She went at it with a license plate. I did not expect to get this much traction out of the rat hole story. Let's seriously, it's on a sidewalk, for fuck's sake. Yeah, so this is clear. I thought it was actually in the street. Yeah, I did too. And it's not even a Lake Michigan rat size. A squirrel is a tree rat, says Toastmaster. Buzzard Bob. Their last mayor was one for sure. Looked like Splinter. Oh, no. Fucking rat hole. People who call and then hang up are a bother, Johnny. Tell them to fuck off or hold on. Pick one. I have no idea how long he sat on hold ringing while I was, to be fair, I have no idea how long he sat on hold ringing while I was just doing the story. I just didn't know. Oh, Jesus. Good Lord. Good Lord. That was fun, and fuck your grandparents. They're not my grandparents. Oh, man. All right, so we've got a half hour left in the program. This has been silly and nuts. And thank you so much for all of this craziness. We appreciate the support. And so a half hour left. We haven't even gotten to our third hour stories, let alone not just the story, the stories. We still have 2 to do. I don't know if I want to do either of these because they're reading. And I kind of like the last half hour, I'm ready to do lazy stuff and do more. All right, you know what? No, we've got a video we can watch for this one. So we're going to talk about this one for sure. And I'm not going to bother talking about...
Say cheese!
That was a little loud. I should have put my volume down. Thank you, Lab Glass, for that. We better check the sticker party thing. How close? Oh, Jesus. We're 90 bits away from a sticker party, so that's probably going to happen again. Do we have any stories here that we really want to talk about? I mean... we can save the Stanley Cup stuff for tomorrow. I feel like that's probably a better one. That one could be interesting. So maybe. We might just, you know what? We'll cover these. And I mean, a half hour. Holy Jesus. We've got to have a couple of things we can do in that time.
I'm gonna get a rash. A pussy rash.
Private Joker saying, so I hung up. it just so happens that my wait time is the same as your I can let it hang time. Again, as I tried to... Oh, great. Here we go. Thank you for the stickers, lab glass, and lab glass. And there's the sticker party. Again, just to clarify for everybody who's confused, I didn't see the phone was ringing. I had it on mute. Like, I slid it down because it was done calling. I took the number off, and so, I'm sorry. Here we go. Sticker party number 3. It has been a sticker party day. I just wish I could pick the music. Is that supposed to be Jedi Kermit the Frog saying do it? I don't know. All right, so this is going fucking bonkers now. All right, so the chat is going bonkers. Let's go ahead and get into our next story that I wanted to talk about as this sticker party falls off the screen. Again, thank you for being part of that, and Lab Glass for getting that across the line. Hilarious. Okay, so I apologize. I'm waiting awkwardly for the stickers to get off the screen. I love that kitten sticker. There's 2 kitten stickers. There's 3 kitten stickers. The kitten and the heart. Oh no, that's an emote. That's yours. This that little kitty sticker. There is one that I put on there that's like a cartoon version of Alucard, but it's not obviously not an Al sticker. But all right, let's get to the Bills fans thing. So the Bills and thank you, Wilmer, for the 100 bits. And where? All right. The Bills fans pelted Patrick Mahomes with snowballs as he left the field following the Chiefs' win. Now, this is one of those where I'm just like, I mean, come on, guys. Really? We're doing that? I mean, dude, it's 2024. Lose with a little dignity. You had people jumping in a pit for this win. I get it. The loss hurts. It really does. It's unbelievable. I don't know how anyone would take it. And not only did they take it, they took it out on Patrick Mahomes. I think I see it under the Johnny doll sticker. You see what under the Johnny doll sticker? What are we looking for? I don't. Let's talk about. All right, yeah, no, I don't know what we're doing with the move. All right, so again, back into this. I watched the game last night at the Players. Says Danger Bear Wolf Turtle. Your kitty sticker. Oh, my kitty sticker is in. It's in the list of stickers. It's one of mine. And now that hype train thing is going to be torturing me the entire time, isn't it? Probably. Let's see where the sticker party thing is at right now. All right, 800 bits away. We got a ways to go. I'm sure we'll be fine. All right, Bills fans pelting Patrick Mahomes. Now, Patrick again might have avoided the pass rush all night long, avoiding every opportunity for the team to sack him as he led Kansas City Chiefs to a 27-24 victory. As Mahomes greeted Chiefs fans before leaving the field, Bills fans tried to get at him at least one time. The star quarterback was forced to avoid snowballs that were being thrown at him. Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking Jesus. Thank you, Wilmer, for the sticker. Now 4 minutes away from with one more person does a sub or 100 bits and sticker party. Here we go again. Not even sticker party. Fucking Hype Train 2. Hype Train 2 at the end of the show. This is just we don't need these. Those are dangerous because fucking David Chandler will show up and he'll be like, "How about we just keep this hype train going for an extra half hour?" I don't need that strife in my life. That's a lot of weed to smoke at the end of the show. All right, so let's check this out. Now, the MLF football or ML football podcast, or ML football, I guess, is the Twitter handle that posted this video. What the heck would? Thank you, Lab Glass, for the Sharknado hostage sticker train. It's not really a sticker train so far that I know. I mean, well, I guess kind of if everyone's donating the bits through the stickers, then it would be. But it's technically not a hostage thing unless it's keeping me over the timing, and it's just mostly that will be again a lot.
I'm gonna get a rash, a pussy rash.
See what I mean? That'll be a lot of weed to smoke at the end of the show. It'll be a lot. All right. Let's go ahead and head over to this video. Martin Luther football. No, I don't. I think it means Major League Football. I think ML football. I think that means Major League Football. Boop.
City. John Harbaugh and Andy Reid. They worked together for 9 years in Philadelphia, and they will be meeting. City. John Harbaugh and Andy Reid. They worked together for 9 years in Philadelphia.
So he came over to Chiefs fans and immediately, just from the seats above, just get that motherfucker, bam! Hilarious.
And they will be meeting. City.
Again,
Harbaugh and Andy
like
Reid.
someone said
They worked
before,
together for 9 years.
I feel like you shouldn't be throwing snowballs. You should be looking for the opportunity to throw snowballs at Brittany Mahomes and Jackson Mahomes. Like, if you could pelt one of them in the face with a snowball, I would be so happy. Like, that would be great. Nobody would have a problem with it. Like, I think the internet as a whole would thank you. And it would, again, just be fitting. But I'm sure, actually, you know what? They'd probably get what they want out of it, too. Get their victim video. I got pelted with a snowball for no reason. I don't understand why the world hates me. Anyways, so, again, snowballs. I hate coconuts. Snowballs. I hate snowballs. I don't like the coconut. Not the taste, the consistency. It's a horrible impression. Mexicans love I Don't Fawn. I don't know what the heck you're talking about. I don't get. All right. He did get one in his hair. He had to fling out. Well, again, it's just kind of a dickbag move. Okay. Why throw the snowballs? I mean, it's not like you're going to win your game. Guys, if we just pelt him in the head hard enough, it will undo time. It was after he gave his wife a smooch. Well, then again. So you're saying she was in the open and you had a chance. She was in the open and you had a chance. And not one snowball cast in that woman's direction. Well, then, boo. Well, then, boo. Alrighty. I don't know if this is a good thing to do or not this late at the end of the show. I'd throw those yellow snowballs. Ew, that means he peed in them. Ew. I don't want to. No. No, don't make yellow snowballs. I'm well aware how you pulled that off and what you pulled out. They almost hit a player in the face after a touchdown, too. I mean, I feel like football fans, especially if they've gotten some booze in them, probably not the group of people you want to give access to throwing snowballs at the football players. I'd throw batteries. Why? Why would you throw batteries? I can tell you from firsthand experience today alone, batteries are fucking expensive. They are fucking expensive. Lab glass. Nuh-uh, those are lemon. Really? Really? Do you believe everything brown is fudge? I mean, because we could have an interesting conversation. Anyways. Oh, Jesus. Batteries, that is a Philly thing. Well, I wouldn't know. I'm not from Philly. My parents hail from Worcester, Massachusetts. I was born in Toma, Wisconsin, and I grew up pretty much in Minnesota. So I am technically a Midwestern kid, which makes my enjoyment of the Fluffernutter completely logical, and anyone who questions it is fucking nuts. Yeah, I said it. I like the lemon with a touch of cherry. I have no idea what we're talking about. They're not expensive at the 99-cent store. What? I love watching pre-25-year-old kids fuck their lives up. Fuck ain't my kids. Okay. I have no idea what we're talking about now. I'm just going to get back to this story that we had, because we have 15 minutes left in the show. And thank you. It's been an amazing day and an awesome show. And so before we wrap this up with a bow, eating Nutter Butter bars, you fucking heathens. Eat Nutter Butter bars, you fucking heathens. Again, a Fluffernutter is a sandwich. It is a delicious Midwestern delicacy, and I, quite frankly, don't know why anyone. Nutter Butter bars are good, says Riding Dirty Llama. I guess. I don't know. It's a sandwich. You make a sandwich. I don't know how to state this any clearer. We're not talking about a candy bar. I'm talking about a sandwich. It's, peanut butter and jelly sandwich and a Fluffernutter sandwich. They're pretty much the kind of the same but different, if you will. At any rate, continuing to dig myself a grave hole in the end of the show, we have a story about a man an American in Canada About to lose my shit. I still say use up the old batteries. Nutter butter bars are good. I thought a fluffer nutter was a gay guy that worked in porn. No, it's a sandwich with marshmallow cream and peanut butter. So that's it. It's just the marshmallow cream and the peanut butter, and it's called a fluffer nutter. It's a great sandwich. Okay, what's a butter fluffer sandwich thing? A butter fluffer stuffer sandwich or a fluffer nutter sandwich is just, again, marshmallow cream and peanut butter. That's it. It's as opposed to jelly, you use marshmallow cream to break up the peanut butter. We're talking about Patrick Mahomes, and then his brother was shit, and now we're broken on Nutter Butters and Toaster Strudel. Get your shit together, Johnny. Catch up. I like using Nutella. Nutella's not a bad one either, but then again, I heard Nutella's like super unhealthy. I don't know. They are made by Little Debbie cookies filled with peanut butter. Yes, I'm aware what the Nutter Butter bar things are. Cheeseburger pie saying, I love grilled cheese. You guys watch Animal Planet? Chevy JB saying, I've got 2 batteries in my truck. Think of that. I don't even want to think of that. 1 battery was a big enough pain in the ass. And I still technically have to drive the vehicle around, which I figure I might just do tomorrow. I'll wait till it's sunny out. It's getting dark out. And if something goes wrong, fuck it. I'll wait tomorrow until it's sunny. I'll do Aaron's show from here. I'll get done. I'll go upstairs. I'll drive around. I'll buy myself maybe a coffee or something, and I'll come home, and I'll prep tomorrow's show. Which has an amazing amount of funding from today in Twitch that we have to figure out. We've had a crap ton come across the line on the PayPal. Cheeseburger Pie saying, Johnny, it will drive fine. They said it needs 10 miles to relearn. That's all they said. 10 miles to relearn everything. My car needs a relearning period. Toastmaster saying scooters or Starbucks. I do not do Starbucks. I have done Dunkin' Donuts from time to time, but I like boycotting them for a principled stance. That's really not important, and I don't need to go into. But no, it'd probably be scooters. They have a pistachio mocha, and I am a sucker for pistachios. So, your car has a brain? Yes. And apparently that brain's oxygen is the battery. And so for the past, 3-4 days, my car's been brain dead. And now it is tarded. And so I figure, like me after a relapse, my car's going to be really... And so I don't want to do that in the middle of the night. In the middle of the night, my car is retarded. Yeah, it doesn't sound good. I can't keep going. All right, I put ham in my grilled cheese, Jack. Now we're just discussing sandwiches. You know what? Fine. Well, if we're going to discuss sandwiches, we're going to discuss this one. A Canadian hotel made this American sign a waiver because he ordered his burger medium done. I'll just read it from the story. If you didn't want your burger burnt to a crisp in Canada, you've got to sign a waiver. This red-blooded American said he lost his appetite after ordering a burger at a Hilton hotel in Toronto, and they made him sign a waiver because he wasn't willing to get the burger well done. I was flabbergasted. No, I'm going to finish this story. We're running out of time. Don't stop me now. I was flabbergasted, the visitor said in a post to Reddit that has since gone viral on the platform's Toronto page and garnered more than 500 comments. I had already had my first bite, but stopped eating and did not sign the waiver. I was shocked, to be honest with you, they said in an interview. So apparently he started eating and then they brought him the waiver. All right, let's go over. Boop. He's had 2 bites out of that sandwich. I don't know what side came on the dish. I'm guessing, oh, this was the stick that was through it. All right, so they put that stick through it. Did you eat the fries already? You ate 2 bites of the burger and some of the fries? And, by the way, for medium well, it's a little pink. It's a little pink. I have to see it without the top bun to understand how far into the patty we are. That's a little pink for the edge of the patty. The edge of the patty shouldn't be quite this pink yet. We're getting into the heart of the burger here. Ooh, let's be easy now. Medium well. I like my burger firm but still pink. I might send that back. Yeah. Again, if you're going, he didn't go medium well. He went medium done. He wanted it a flat medium. And I don't know that I would call that a flat medium. That again looks a wee bit raw in my opinion. Having cooked burgers before, I would say I would put that more under the medium rare than a. So you might have been done a favor by not. Oops, nope, got to go forward again. All right, there we go. Boop, and we're back. Alrighty, so he had that. While the hotel chain doesn't typically hand these waivers out, a Hilton spokesman told CTV News Toronto that the chain adheres to all of Ontario's food safety laws. When guests request a cooking temperature for meat that is below the minimum required, our hotel provides a waiver as an additional food safety measure with language consistent with what you might see printed at the bottom of restaurant menus, a statement read. I mean, good God. Are you willing to sign a waiver on this burger? I mean, Jesus Christ, Canada. I don't know. I don't know what I get into to top that in 8 minutes. In 8 minutes? How do I sail over that in 8 minutes? We have Canada barring hamburgers for anyone that doesn't want it well done. They served him the meal before the waiver. He can still sue. I mean, can he? What is he going to sue them over, John Doe? They gave him the food he wanted at the requested cook temperature. I mean, overall, that's crazy. Here, I only had to tell the waiter, yes, I want it that way. I mean, he looked at me a little weird because I had to sing it to him because he's like, are you sure this is how you would like your burger? And I'm like, I want it that way. Tell me why I can't have some extra fries. Sorry. I didn't mean to break into Backstreet Boys. That waiver is really lame. It is. It is gay and stupid and dumb. But I'm in this weird place of like, I have 7 minutes of a show left, right? And I don't want to do any of those third hour stories. I want to just take the entire third hour I have, disseminate it across the 3 hours of tomorrow's show, and then just fucking fill them back in. And that's what I call show prep. So I don't want to do any of those. But we do have a couple of things in the overtime bucket. Let's see what we have here. What is this? Oh, yes. We're going to do this. So Alex Stein shared this video recently, and love or hate Alex, his trolling of politicians is, in my opinion, hilarious. Go.
AOC, my favorite big booty Latina. I love you, AOC. You're my favorite. She wants to kill babies, but she's still beautiful. You look very beautiful in that dress. You look very sexy. Look at that booty on AOC. That's my favorite big booty Latina. I love it. My favorite AOC. Nice to meet you, AOC. Look how sexy she looks in that dress. Woo, I love it, AOC. Hot, hot, hot like a tamale.
Okay, so, like, absolutely ridiculous.
Alex, now, I don't know how things have gone in the recent allegations. You might have cleared your name. I hope so. I absolutely do. But I will say, making a video about AOC, in which you're playing a song called Boom, 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 Let's Go Back to My Room. I mean, I get it. She says boom, 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 and I get it. You're not actually sleeping with Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. You just keep saying, you know, she's your favorite big booty Latina. I get it. It just, again, the timing is maybe just a touch.
It's offensive, especially to say to a complete stranger.
Yeah, I think we had a little bit of a conversation last time relating to some conduct of his around my favorite congresswoman, AOC. I think that it feels kind of weird to make an opening statement on this, so I'll say I think it's relatively non-controversial, but I don't think that we should be sexually harassing people out in public. I think it sets a bad precedent for future behavior. I think it's not fair to the people being sexually harassed.
Okay, great. So AOC, who was very upset, you know, you're a comedian, you're doing what you do, saying things are actually quite the compliments.
I was complimenting. She's Jenny from the block. I mean, J-Lo is known for her voluptuous derriere, and
I'll say this. He never backs down. Bravo. Never backs down. And was he sexualizing her? He was saying she looks very sexy in her dress. And then again, big booty Latina. All right, yeah. I'm still waiting to see the controversy part other than the song and the timing of certain, again, not important.
all I was trying to do is say you look great. I don't know why. And I'm in Texas and you're in Georgia, so we have Southern hospitality. Right. That's how we talk. You're a beautiful lady. You are a very beautiful lady. And I don't mean that anything sexual. I'm just saying, I'm just commenting on your beauty. I don't think that for me is some sort of negative thing, but they live in a society where compliments are bigotry.
I mean, yes. Was there something new? I mean, why did we make this video and put it out if there's no new? Private joker? Because you're all jokes. You fucking look at yourselves, you media ass clowns. I mean, yes, I am a joke. I am a joke. And yes, Private Joker, I think you being drunk has probably been a somewhat understood fact. And thank you for supporting the show. It's been awesome. We've gotten that around. Most cultures kiss on the cheek in lieu of handshakes or hugs. Yeah, but Rusty Grammar, in America today, that would be considered a firm graping, and I certainly, for one, would not grape anybody. So that would not be grape or cherry. Anyways, we've had a great time. Thank you for being part of the show. We're going to be back tomorrow at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time for another fantastic show going from 2 to 5:30. We've been Johnny. You've been an audience. Thank you for being here. And we'll have a whole bunch of crazy, weird stuff to talk about tomorrow.
Game over.
Fuck! What the fuck? Fuck! Hold on! Fuck this fucking... How did you two fucking butts? Fuck! Game over, man. Game over.
Fucking name is Sluggy. For the handicap. I am handicapped. Fuck off. I'm psychotic.
Fuck off.